and it stays on the side, and it just turns for maybe like a good 15 seconds, right?
Yeah.
We rode that ride twice. So the first time I was like, yo, I'm getting like woozy on this particular spot. And I'm like, all right, whatever.
Man.
Maybe. I'm like, maybe whatever. It was the only ride that made me feel like this. So we rode it a second time, and yo, I could have sworn like the screen was going black. Like I'm like, yo, I think I'm about
shit.
to pass out. Yo, I'm like, any other ride, I was fine, but it was and it's not even the whole ride. It was just that one part. So after the second time, I'm like, yo, babe, like, yo, that one part. She's like, you were about to pass out? I'm like, yeah, why? Because I was about to pass out too. I'm like, yo, we're not going on that ride. Yo, I'm like, every other ride was fine, swirls, turns, but for that one part that just kept going like this fast, I'm like, wait a minute, I feel kind of like I gotta close my eyes because I'm about to pass the fuck out. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here, bro? That's like my wife's like, it already started. It all goes downhill from here.
Man.
I'm like, listen, bro.
That's it from there.
Listen, bro.
You go to driving 25 miles an hour in a 50 miles an hour lane.
Yeah,
that's how you get started.
Like the end is here. I was like, yo, shit. I mean, but the thing is, there was even faster rides. It was just that one specific part that for whatever reason bothered us. Every other ride was fine. We stood on everything, bro. Some rides was even faster. But for whatever reason, it was just that one part. I'm like, what is it about this part that got me like, wait a fucking minute, what's going on here?
Well, it's part of the G-Force. The G-Force.
I don't know. But there was other rides that were faster. There was a ride called the Apocalypse. It's in the DC universe. That motherfucker, bro. Yo, and then the ride is tight. Like, yo, I had to take a piss right after because that shit squeezed my fucking bladder. I'm like, fuck, this shit squeezing my organs. I'm about to shit out my kidneys in this fucking ride. Like, bro, I was like, yo, this shit is fucking fast. I'm like, yo, this shit's fucking pushing my guts out my ass. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, fuck, this ride is fast. Yo, for real, I don't know. I don't know what it was about that one ride. I was like, yo. Like, I was like, wait a minute. I had to close my eyes until that pass part, and then everything else was fine. But that one little part, I'm like, yo, I'm about to pass the fuck out. I'm about to end up on TikTok. The fuck is happening here? Excuse my language. Yo, for real. But it was, but that's true, man. You know, age catches on, man. My knees are shot. My back is shot. I'm going to collect a hefty VA claim. Hefty VA claim. Hefty. You know what I'm talking about, Ghost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fucking
like everything's shot.
20 plus years, motherfuckers making me hike with 80 pounds on my back for like 15 miles and shit. The fuck? We got Humvees for a reason. The hell is going on here?
Put me in the back of the ticket.
I'm like, we still doing this shit? I'm like, listen, ain't nobody walking 9 miles anymore. One drone will take us out.
Yeah, put me in the back. Put me in the back of a deuce and a half.
Like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? This was wild. This wild, man. But hey, we are live. Welcome, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. Your only friend, these YouTube streets, Porter Rock 77, and we are back with another episode of 334, 60 Frames No Like podcast. And we got the crew assembled. We're just gonna go through the panel, man. We'll start with Craig. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, how you doing? Doing all right. In there.
He's like, all right, everything's cool.
Yeah, doing all right.
I was short and to the point, Craig.
That's it. All right, okay. He's chilling. He's like, yeah. He you know, no chocolate thunder jokes, I guess.
You'll have them later.
How was your 4th of July?
It was.
You need a group therapy session. We got you, bro. We could make this whole podcast and just make it a men's group therapy session for the next hour. Man. We'll do that just for you. Just for you, brother. We're here for you. We are here for you.
Achy bones and kneecaps, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bring out the Bengay.
Yeah. Now we're going to turn it to the no ma'am like on Al Bundy. No ma'am.
Oh, no ma'am.
Wear the shirt. Yeah. No women. None of the women. No women allowed club. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, snap. The no ma'am club.
Yeah. You know, I still wear my shirt, my no ma'am shirt all the time. People always point and laugh and give me high fives and stuff. They remember that.
Yeah, that's a classic. But no, I had an extra day off. So yeah, just played some Death Stranding. It was pretty straightforward. So it's Christian, so it's fine.
Okay.
All right. And going over to this direction, we got Ghost with the most. What's going on, my brother?
What's happening, man? What's happening? What's up, Chad? What's up, panel?
How was your 4th of July?
Oh, go ahead. Man, it was fun, man. I mean, you guys, for those who follow me on Twitter, I mean, you see, I pretty much put it out there. So I took the wife and we went over to Spain, spent a couple days, and just kind of just chilled out and relaxed. And then we came back, celebrated her birthday and her and my daughter's birthday, and had a blast. Like before we went live, just like I said, I'm recovering. I drank way too much, danced too much, and just did way too much. So yeah, and then just recently finished up finished my little man's computer. So we got that together. Yeah, I mean, and so just it's been eventful and been fun, and hanging out with friends and family and playing a few video games here and there, but mainly just some. I get told all the time to stop console warring and hang out with my family, and that's what I did. So
there you go.
Yeah, they say touch grass.
Yeah, touch grass.
Yeah.
So, but I did do some fishing, man, and I caught, holy moly, I caught some big old tunas, man. Holy moly. My biggest one was 117 pounds. I fought that mug for like 3.5 hours. Yeah, it was top. And then we kept an 86-pound one, and we've been eating tuna steaks for days, and we got the deep freezer just lined up with tuna, and that was the best fishing day I probably ever had in my life. Yeah, we caught everything was biting: tuna, mahi, we call bonefish. I mean, it was an awesome day. So everybody was sore, but yeah, so that's what my 4th of July was, just celebrating it with family and friends and acting a fool, drinking and dancing.
That's what's up. Good to hear. All right, J-Dub, what's going on? How was your 4th of July? You out there popping revolvers and shit like they do in Texas?
Listen, man.
Land of the free, big country.
Hey, you know how we would normally do it. I'll be honest. I mentioned this earlier to some friends. I say this was the first year. Man, we really didn't have any 4th of July commercials. Nobody really kind of came over. Nobody kind of said, "Hey, let's do this, do that." It was just really low key. You could really not even notice that it was 4th of July.
Oh,
and
man.
That's weird. This is the first year I've ever seen that in Texas, man. We normally have bazookas, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there was very little fireworks going off. It just
that'll be calling the B-52.
Yeah,
America. Oh man.
Bruh.
Oh man.
So I noticed that, and it just didn't feel like 4th of July, and nobody was really doing anything. So we just kind of chilled out and just kind of went out to eat and stuff like that, but it was very low key, and this is the first year that I can recount that the whole city is just like, and I'm not sure if that's just where I am, or it just wasn't that 4th of July spirit.
Yeah,
and everyone said it. Everyone felt. I know I wasn't the only one that kind of felt it, but it was like, dude, where are all the fucking commercials? Where are all the sales and the deals on fireworks? Every corner is normally a
shits. There ain't no sales. You can't have a sale with all these tariffs.
Yeah, but then you start looking in the whole political sphere and stuff like that. So maybe that kind of dampened a lot of people's enjoyment and stuff like that.
I would say the one thing I miss. The one thing I miss. Yeah, that's true, right? But the one thing I miss about politics in the past, it was a fire and forget. Like once you voted for the president, that's it. Everybody stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
Like it was just one of those. Yeah. All right, the decision's done.
Move on. Yeah.
We'll talk about it in 4 years from now. But this lingers every day.
It lingers,
bro.
All
stop.
Day long.
Nothing's gonna. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I miss the days where you voted and then that's it. See you in 4 years.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens. We move on. We move on for real. But wasn't that how it used to be?
It's true.
You cast your vote.
No, that is true.
They voted, and we move on. There's nothing you can do. Yeah. So, see you in 4 years. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
Now it's daily, bro, daily.
Constant reminder.
Like,
Constant
golly.
reminder.
Like,
Man.
Yeah.
bro, like, you know what I'm saying? All right. Hey, the brain.
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
How was your
What's up,
4th of
brother?
July?
You know what? My 4th of July was more like J-Dubs. Yo, I swear. First of all, we only cooked out because of we finally put up our pool. So
Mhm.
my brother and my wife, you know, it was myself, my brother and my wife. We put up the pool finally. The kids got in it, they enjoyed it, but you know, I just threw some sausages and burgers on the grill. I ain't gonna say barbecue because I've been to Texas, and after being in Texas, I know what real barbecue is.
You know what real barbecue
man.
I know what
is.
barbecue
Yeah.
is, and the Northeast does not have real barbecue. I'm gonna just
No.
leave it at that.
Yeah. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, everybody knows that. You got to go past the Mason-Dixon line to really get some barbecue.
You gotta really
Yes,
go
sir.
past the Mason-Dixon line to find some real barbecue. But
Mhm.
but just like J-Dub said, I ain't see that many. Well, I didn't hear that many fireworks. I ain't smell that many, you know, grills. And I guess people just aren't in the mood for you know, for one reason or another, man. So it was like it was really somber for it to be a July 4th.
Yeah. It's different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, and I don't think it's just in Houston. I think like how you and Puerto Rock just alluded to, man. I think this is across the country. And then on top of that, I know this doesn't affect you because I know you in Houston, J-Dub. But
Mhm.
I'm assuming that you know you probably got hit with a lot of rain, but you guys weren't as affected as Central Texas was.
Yeah. No, not like those guys. Yeah. And you know, prayers and shout out to them, man. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all do everything big in Texas, and I'm not even trying to make a joke. Even your storms are big.
Yeah.
Everything's big in Texas. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
everything is big in Texas. Pulse.
Whoa, pause.
Man, they call it Paul. Ain't even 9
That,
o'clock.
that
To
brought
all
Craig
the
alive.
ladies in the
Now
chat.
he's up.
To all the
Craig
ladies in the chat. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
snap. Oh, man.
Call it
Oh,
that.
here we
9
go.
o'clock. Ain't even 9
Oh,
o'clock. Here we go.
loud. What is going on here? No, ma'am.
Oh,
They're
man.
going to be like, no, sir. No, sir. All right. And we got Extreme. Hey, how was your July 4th?
Oh, just another day.
Yeah, that's why I said July 4th. I didn't say 4th of July. I just said July 4th. You didn't catch that, did you?
4th of July, regardless. Listen. I spent my July 4th, okay, wishing and praying for my new favorite thing that Totoki will get fired. So yeah,
I need that.
That's my
That's what I need. I need this demon time. I need this demon time. I waited all weekend for this. I'm like, woo!
Yeah.
Listen, guys, you didn't get your fireworks on the 4th of July, but you're about to get it today. Courtesy of Extreme Productions, boy. In fact, we're gonna.
Listen, that video that blew up on Twitter, that one was 4th of July. So technically,
there you
for
go.
me anyway. For you guys, it might have been.
We're gonna have to lead the charge. So I'm gonna say this. We're gonna get into the first topic, but hey, again, thank you everyone for rocking out, showing up. If you don't mind, please hit the like button and share this out on your favorite social media platform. And then, of course, membership opportunities is available if you choose to. But most of all, we truly appreciate you guys are rocking out. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you.
And we got my brother Ramon in the house.
Ramon.
Yo, what's
Ramon,
up,
what's going on?
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
Oozing machismo.
Oh, I'm trying to be like y'all though. I'm trying to be like y'all.
Oh,
you got the taco meat chest
hanging out.
With the gold chain, flicking the toothpick. What's going on? What's going on, Ramon? How's everything?
And everything is good, man. Everything is good. Just just doing the damn thing. Just gaming time is cut a little bit back because I'm working on some stuff to sell more books, and so that's kind of
that day. Listen, make that
money.
Hey, bro,
yo, man,
bro, working on his Tyler Perry movie. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Man, I wish.
That's what I'm talking about.
I wish.
You know what I'm saying?
So when's the Netflix deal? Can I get a part? Can I get a role?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
You'll hear a very different
Hey,
Ramon when
we'll
that
play
happens.
security. We'll play security. As long as we get a role, man, it don't matter.
Well, no, I want to be in it. I can just play the role. I want to play the role of this a pretty brown man.
Grand closing. That's all I need to say on your movie. That's it.
Well,
no.
They
said he played the role of a pretty black man.
There you go.
Man.
No, you really are pretty hot yellow man. That'll be the name.
Ramon, he's about to make your movie R-rated.
Man.
You're gonna have to put like sexual trauma warnings.
Well, that's what editing cuts are for.
You definitely. Oh man, my man put an R-rated movie up in here.
Oh man, you already know.
This movie contains
17, baby.
He's gonna be like, this movie contains extreme sexual violence. Users, this movie contains extreme sexual violence. Viewers have been advised. Like, Lord,
oh my god,
I'll be like, hell nah.
Oh man,
oh man. I'm in the background yelling, grand opening, and ooh.
Meanwhile, everybody like, this was not like the book.
No, this was not like the book. People are going to be like, I didn't read that part in the chapter. What chapter is that? That's the lost chapters. Ooh, that's a very aggressive. This is one aggressive ass Tyler Perry movie. All right, man. It's good to see you, man. What you been up to? Oh, so you working on your book and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm closing in on the finish line on a standalone that I've been working on in the world of my first trilogy, and then on the gaming side, I'm about a little past halfway on Dragon Age Inquisition, slowly working my way to Veilguard. And just trying to have fun when I can have fun.
Extreme, stop it. Do not bring up Clair Obscure. Stop. We ain't trying to hear that BS.
Well,
stop it.
I'm planning on playing Clair Obscure. I bought it at launch. I had intended on playing it at launch, but some stuff happened to where I'm not quite ready to endure that emotionality.
Your pet.
So that's the only reason why I haven't started it. I'm giving myself a few more months, and then I'm gonna jump into it.
A few more months. Extreme's not trying to hear that BS. He's like, listen, everyone's priorities is Clair Obscure. I don't care what game is out.
No, my roadmap is to finish Inquisition, then Monster Hunter Worlds, then Yote will probably be out by the time I finish that.
Roadmapper. Got it all planned out.
One of them.
All planned
it's
out.
one of them.
Yep. It's a roadmap.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, when you see, I'm one of those people that actually does play my backlog, so that's why I'm a roadmapper.
Oh,
I'm not. Okay. I don't. When I buy games, I'm not one of the ones that hoard games and then never play them. No. Like I may buy 20 games, but I will play them all. So
you will play them.
Roadmapping is what helps me to get them.
But you're gonna knock it out. All right. Let's get going. Let's get with the first topic, and I'm gonna start off with Extreme. I want this. I just want the gasoline poured. Let's just burn the building down. Let's not even warm it up. So Helldivers 2 goes to Xbox. I announced it. It launches August 26th, the same day as Gears Remastered launches on PlayStation. But so everybody gets to play some good old multiplayer. You know, we just sharing here. That's just how life is. We're just friends now. We buddies. You understand? It's like the United States and Russia. It was all good.
Yeah.
You know, Cold War, never heard of it. KGB? What? Who's that? Never heard of that. Vietnam, Korea? Huh? Goddamn nuclear missiles in Cuba. Nah, that was a misunderstanding. You know, it was supposed to be 4th of July. But hey, we're all friends and lovey-dovey here. That's just how it is. It's a new world. Yep. What do you think, Extreme? Yeah. How did you like this?
Yo, listen, I love it. You know, the way that Totoki just wants to increase money, you know, just for no other reason. And with the fact that PlayStation gamers get no benefit out of it, you know, I love it. I love it here. So, in fact, I love it here so much that I'm going to stay here because I'm not buying another PlayStation again. Fuck them. Fuck Totoki. Fuck Helmut Hulse. Fuck every single one of them. Even that nice lady, Sean Benson. Fuck her too. listen, seriously, they cannot go get fucked because they're going to go and drive this brand into the ground just like Xbox. And I'm sorry, listen, little fucking PlayStation fans, all right? If you're going to delude yourself, see, that's the thing that I don't like. I don't like self-delusion. Don't delude yourself. Just say, hey, listen, I'm okay with this. I am all right with this new direction to fuck up the brand. Just say, hey, listen, I will rearrange the deck on the Titanic. Don't worry about it. Like, shit, the iceberg, it's got my name on it. Listen, if you want to sink with the ship, you want to go down like you're the captain of the thing, I respect it. I can fully respect it. But these bullshit arguments that we've been hearing, oh, it's only a live service game. Oh, it's only one game. Oh, it's not single player. Oh, it's not day and date. Oh, it was 18 months later. They needed it for the player count. All of those things. Like, do you even hear yourself being a fucking pretzel? Like, honestly, seriously, Simone Biles or whoever it is, the one that does the flippy flippies and the twisties and the uppies to the gods and, all of her, the gymnastics guys.
Oh, Simone Biles.
Yeah, there we go. Simone Biles. There we go. She would love to be able to twist herself into a knot the way that you guys are. Listen. This isn't for you. This isn't even for PlayStation. This is just for greed. There's nothing. Listen, if they want a higher player counts, they will put the game on PlayStation Plus. And people are going to me like, oh my God, no, they want to sell the game because it makes more money. No, you fucking idiot. If they put it on PlayStation Plus, the person that gets it through PlayStation Plus will have to keep paying for PlayStation Plus. After like 4 months, they've made them more money than they would selling them the hard copy. So listen, this is just for profit. This is literally profit for profit's sake. And we're going to talk about the whole PC thing. Now that this has come up, can we all be honest? Because I've floated this idea before, but let's be honest. Putting the game on PC has done nothing for you. It's done nothing for you. Literally nothing. You've gotten nothing out of it. And listen, I don't mind it. I didn't mind it when it happened. I don't even mind it now. Putting the games on PC, going after this idea that maybe you can entice people on PC to get a PlayStation, that's a perfectly fine idea. And you know what? It takes about 4 or 5 years to see if a strategy works. Well, look at that. Cookie fucking do. It's been about 5 years. It hasn't done nothing for you. Can we say that now? Yeah, it started around 2020. We're in 2025. Nothing. If you're a PlayStation fan, the move to put games on PC has eroded some of the value of the PlayStation and has given you fuck all in return. Yeah, that's the facts. That's the facts. Okay, listen, putting the game on Xbox is like putting the game on PC, but even worse because now you erode more of the value and you get shit fuck all in return. Okay, there's a shit in front of it, so now at least you get that. Listen, PlayStation is on a dying trajectory. That's what it is. Oh, and by the way, no. The PlayStation 6 will be fine because I've heard people say, oh, the PlayStation 6 is going to sell just well without you. Yeah, stupid idiot. It takes like 10 years for these things to pan out. And the PlayStation 6 will come out within 10 years. But ask yourself this. They make all of these games available on as many platforms as they can, right? If Xbox isn't there, they put it on the Switch. If the Switch isn't there, they put it on the next competitor. They're now a multi-platform, third-party, all of those dirty words you don't want to associate with PlayStation, right? Okay, you buy the PlayStation 6 because you're part of PlayStation. That's cool. Listen, you like it, I love it. Okay, no problem. But ask yourself this. Are you going to buy the PlayStation 7? Because you stupid idiots can never just look like beyond the next day. You buy the PlayStation 6, fine. That's going to sell hundreds of millions of copies. No problem, because, everything in life has inertia, right? But are you going to buy the PlayStation 7? By the time that there's PC day and date, by the time there's Nintendo Switch day and date, by the time that all of these live service games are spread around to fucking mobile phones, are you going to buy the PlayStation 7? What? Because that's the thing. It took 10 years for Xbox to die. We've been calling it every single year since, but when death starts coming, we start being like on our side, like, nah, we're good. No, you have a Satya Nutella. You have, a fucking, listen, that's our version.
You say Satya Nutella?
Yes, Nutella.
Yes,
Nutella.
We have a fucking Satya Nutella, okay, on our side now, and that is what is happening, okay? Listen. He's going to be the death of this brand unless you stop it. Because here's the thing. Out of everybody that I respect the least in gaming, oh my god, it's gonna be the PC peasantry, right? Like, it's gonna be them. Why? Listen, it's gonna be them. But you know what they didn't do? They didn't roll over for Sony. That's one thing you've got to be like, yeah, they held fast on that. They were like, hey, we don't want to create an email account, even though you're giving us the game. But you guys are rolling over when they're giving your game away. I mean, that's pathetic. That's beyond pathetic. You see, again, I'm fine if you're fine with it. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. Listen, if you're cool with Helldivers 2 going to Xbox, you don't have to explain anything to me. You don't have to give me your reasons. You don't have to send me a summary. You don't have to give me a bulletin. Okay? It's perfectly fine. But I hated the fact that you're lying to yourself in order to make that okay. That just pisses me off. You know you're not happy about this. You know you're not happy about this. The only person that loves exclusives more than Nintendo gamers are PlayStation gamers. Let's face it. Nintendo gets all the exclusives, but we love them more. We love them so much more. Oh my god, the accolades we get. Listen, first of all, because the exclusives are actually age appropriate for us. But listen, let me tell you, man, PlayStation fans adore exclusivity. Listen, you guys adore exclusivity the way I love Beyonce. Okay? Doesn't matter how old they get, you still want to bang that shit. Listen, you know, an exclusive PlayStation game could be 60 years old. People will be like, damn. People are still talking about games that are 20 years old. Games I haven't even heard the name of. People are talking about games on PlayStation 1 with pride in their eyes. They're just like, man, I haven't played that game in 17 years, but if they put that shit anywhere else, you know it's going to hurt you. Like that, your first love. Like the moment you realize another man's fucking her 36 years later, that just bothers you. Like, seriously, you're just like, fuck. No, I'm so pissed. No, I don't care if they're married. I'm so pissed. That's what it is.
I don't care if that's his wife.
Think about your first love. Think about your first love. She's fucking another dude. That bothers you. Don't lie. Don't lie. Yeah, you fucked other women and she's fucked other guys, but you're still not okay with it. You're still not okay with it. We all know you're not okay with it. Don't lie to yourself. You're not okay with it. Helldivers is your new love. And now you're happy with her spreading herself to all these people on the street. You know you're not like that. You know you're not like that. Listen. If they put Gran Turismo 1 on the Xbox, you know that shit will bother you. You haven't even played it. You know it will bother you. You guys adore exclusivity. You love them. Every single exclusive is like, my precious. Listen, you love this shit. Can we be honest here? Guys, isn't this a place to be honest? You're not okay with it.
One. You'll fucking get pissed.
You're not okay with it. Hey, Porterworks, I need some of the old name a PlayStation 1 exclusive game from yesteryear. The one that they don't even know about.
Oh my god. Fuck.
The one with like the starships of any of them.
Gran Turismo is huge.
Yeah, it's the biggest one, right? Yeah, but even fucking Jak and Daxter, if they put Jak and Daxter on the fucking Switch, you guys know you'll be in your feelings. You're not okay. This isn't okay. I'm not good. This is the thing that bothers me. Like, why are you lying? I'm just like, oh, it's just disgusting to me. It's a vile thing that Totoki did. Okay, and listen. Let's be honest. Part of this live service strategy, I was fine with. I think the initial desire, right? Let's create PlayStation multiplayer games. That's 100% cool and perfect. Then they were like, okay, let's play PlayStation live service games. And it's like, okay, listen, you got a stain on your shirt, but you're still somewhat presentable. Okay, all right, cool, no problem, right? It is what it is. Okay? But at the end of the day,
you got a stain on your shirt.
Listen, now there's ketchup there. There's a fucking bio-micro ecosystem. You're disgusting. This thing is turned to shit. And listen. I'm not going to blame the initial idea. Okay, I'm not going to blame the initial idea. Listen, it's Totoki. It's Totoki. He came in there, and then we looked at it and we were like, this man is saying a lot of things that don't sound like a lot of good. But there was no evidence. And we don't overreact. You guys know I never overreact, right? So I don't overreact, okay? But what we do instead is that we watch cautiously. We see what the person brings to the table. And now this is the dog doo-doo that has been brought to the table. And you guys want me to say that the shit don't stink? It stinks. It stinks. Listen, PlayStation fans, make your decisions, choose your side, but don't pretend that you want the first girl you ever loved to be fucked by another man. It doesn't matter how long it's been. You know you miss Sarah. You know you do. You know you do. Let's face it. Honestly, if God came to you and was like, you want her back, but you have to let go of your new boo, you would.
Oh man!
Yeah,
Oh
you would
hell
do it.
no!
You would do it.
Oh
You
man!
would. Because here's the thing: if God came to you and said, "Hey, you want exclusivity, but you have to let go of that whole PC day and date, and you have to let go of these live service games, and you have to let go of putting thing on Xbox," oh, you would. Oh yeah. Oh, Sarah's back down, bitch, isn't she? Because that's your first love. Your PlayStation fans and your first love. That's exclusives. Don't pretend to be who you're not.
On fire today. Let me do these super chats real quick. Glassdoor Gamer. In 2029, Trump runs for a third term. Xbox rebrand as Activision. PS6 drops. And M teams with Powerballs for Perfect Tower 3 Twitch collab. Oh, what? Glassdoor Gamer's crazy. Charles Hall.
Yo, Mr. Flash said, yo, we all been there. Why is M so relatable? Oh, we all been there.
Charles Hawk, thank you for the super chat. Says, my family is from Houston, Texas, and I've been to Kansas City. Kansas City has some damn good BBQ and the best burnt ends in the country. Oh, I love Kansas City barbecue sauce.
That is true.
Yeah, that is
I
true.
love Kansas City.
Kansas City.
I love Kansas City style barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Memphis, Tennessee, got a pretty good rub, barbecue rub too. You got to be into those short ribs.
Aye. You know, I gotta watch. I don't know how it ended up in my feed. I don't know if you guys got TikTok or whatever, but it's people from Britain eating Texas barbecue. It's the best content ever.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah,
best content because the Brits look like brisket, like, and some of them are like kids and adults, and they look at the Texas food. They're like, "What the hell is this?" They're like, "What?" So one of them called it a burnt raisin. He's like, that thing looks like a burnt raisin. But when they eat it, they're like, oh my God. They're like, you see like the grease, they never ate anything like that. They're like, what is this? He's like, even the fat is delicious. Yo, it is hilarious seeing Brits eat Texas. Like every other episode's like, they showed them a rib and it looks like, what is this, bear meat? Like in their accent, what is this? What bloody is this, bear meat? But then when you see them bite into it, they're like, "Oh my God!" Like, it's hilarious.
You know what they say? Well, like this is why we colonized the planet. Just like, I remember. I remember all of the murdering we did.
Yeah, man. Now they regret losing the American Revolutionary War. They could have had Texas barbecue. Oh man, Vedja.
We'd have toast and beans.
Oh, sure, I know, right? We will be sipping tea on this podcast. Vedja, how low performance threshold Helldivers 2 will have on Xbox Series S, and what kind of limitations that new lowest common denominator will have to the overall evolution of that game on all platforms? Scalability or dog shit? I don't know, man. Like, I'm surprised. Like, it just tells me that the game was never really built, with like the PlayStation 5 baseline, like it's taking all advantage of the system. I mean, it wasn't really graphically. I mean, it did a lot of stuff, right? But I think it's clear if they were easily able to port it to the Series S, then that just means that game was built with multi-platform in mind.
Yeah,
it was kind of obvious because it was day one on PC, right? So I had to cater to whatever the minimum spec PC.
A wide range of specs, yeah.
A wide range of specs, right? So when you look at it, what's the minimum spec PC? So that's what they went with the game. Over Country, thank you for the super chat. If your entire PS library is on Steam, why get a PS6? There's reasons, like, right? So I think the main reason we talked about was, Sony taking advantage of its, hardware, the synergy between software and hardware. This is the hardware you're designing and stuff like that, So you being a first party studio, you're going to take advantage of that. But that's not really the case if you go multi-platform. You really can't do that. As a multi-platform developer, your number one job is whatever device this game is running on, it has to work at an acceptable level. Doesn't have to be at the best level or at the highest performance level, just at a good level to cater to so many configurations where everybody's happy. That's really the world of multi-plat developers. They make games that just generally work across multiple devices. Now, the actual performance comes from the user on what hardware you decide to buy, so you could brute force the performance. That way, if you want 60 frames or 4K 120, well, you got to have the hardware to push it. It won't be the developer trying to max out as much hardware, as much performance as it can to max out the capabilities.
I mean, I will say that, I think his question also addresses the fact that why would you choose a PlayStation 6 anyway? Listen, I still think they're going to have some layer of exclusivity by the time we get to the PlayStation 6. The problem is that those layers are going to get peeled off one by one as that generation goes on. So for me, by the time you get to a PlayStation 7, you have a generic box. You just have another third-party box that really doesn't bring any advantage that the PlayStation of old used to bring. So yeah, I don't think they're going to put, for example, single-player games day and date on Xbox by the time the PlayStation 6 comes out. Now, on PC, maybe, but not on Xbox. But then by the time PlayStation 7 comes out, forget about it.
Actually, that's gonna be my next question. Let me do these super chats. That's gonna be my next question. Glassdoor Gamer, I love exclusives, but only if Xbox is alive. They are so dead, so it doesn't feel the same. PlayStation is about to be the English empire. He said, I love exclusives, but I got nobody to talk shit to, so it doesn't mean anything. I need someone to talk shit to. Oh, man. Shout out to Glassdoor Gamer. Oh, that's hilarious. Brian East.
At least he's honest.
He's honest. He's like, I love exclusives, but if there's no competition, like, who am I going to talk shit to? Brian East. You should know that all live service games are for the streets. Come on. You know this. That's I'm gonna bring a second question. Actually, that's gonna be my first question. Then I'll ask the second question. Liquid Data. Hey, thank you for the super chat, Brian. And Liquid Data. So, honest question: what should we do about it? All right, let's answer that question. I think, honest, there's nothing we can do. PlayStation's at 80 million. There is no scenario where Xbox could turn the ship around over the next couple of months and start. Now PlayStation 5 is going to lose sales. That's not happening. I think they're in the safe zone. I think the only thing you can do, what any user can do, is just pay attention to what the company's doing. If they still do what you like, then buy it. If they no longer do what you like, go to another platform and play there. That's all really you could do. That's it. Take care of take care of yourself. Make sure you get what you want. If the brand that you rock with ain't really doing, we saw Xbox guys do it this gen. They were on the Series X. Clearly, Microsoft wasn't doing what they wanted to do, so they went to PC.
Hey, P-Rock.
What's up?
Hey, P-Rock, can I, when you finish, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
okay.
I got a short amount of time left. I just wanted to, if you don't mind me going next, after you finish talking.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Okay,
so the way there's so many factors in this that I'm looking at. First, we're going to go with generational exclusives. We did get a couple in the beginning of the generation, but they've been so sparse that to me, it just seemed like an indication of the future. Like they're not going to leave huge install bases behind. So what that tells me is, it gives me what I suspect the PS6 will be like, and that is a PS5 supported for a long time before we get to PS6 exclusive games. More of them anyway. As far as Helldivers, now I'm going to tackle this from two angles. One, it is a live service game, and the one thing that they did say is they're trying to maximize the live service. The more players, the better, yada yada yada, because it is a live service game. That said, and then here's another thing. They did put it on Xbox, but we also are not sure there's going to be another Xbox after this, because right now all we know is there's going to be some pre-built PCs branded as with an Xbox sticker on it. So we don't even know what next generation is going to look like in terms of Xbox. I mean, for all we know, there won't be a console Xbox, regardless of what they said. And this is all a moot point. Let's say there will be an Xbox console. I'm side-eyeing them for first-party games going to Xbox. I'm not 100% certain, like, oh, they're going to, this is just the beginning. They're going to throw everything on, Xbox, blah, 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 or even the PC day one for that matter. But this move just leads me to believe that the possibility is there. And I've said it for several years. I mean, it's very similar to what you've said, P Rock, and M as well. Despite the fact that I play more on my PC now, I still own a PS5. And as a PS5 owner who's invested in that platform, I want the red carpet treatment. That means I want Ghost of Yote. Yeah, my pocket would love Ghost of Yote to come out day one on PC. But as someone who invested in the platform, I want a reason to own it, which means Yote needs to be on PlayStation first. And if they, if they ever go day one, it's and what M said earlier about it eroding the value of the console a little bit, and it did. Now, to what effect we won't know for a little while longer, but it did erode some of the value of the console, and I'm proof of that. So, what this looks to me is the door cracking open. I'm not gonna go scorched earth yet because it is a live service game. And so far, they haven't ventured outside of what they said they're going to do. If they do start dipping their toe in the single player, first party games, then that's when I'm going to be like, they would have to do something extraordinary to sell me a PS6. And right now, it's still not a given that I will get a PS6 because they're putting their games on PC. And if they go day one, I'm gone. And if they revolutionize the controller stuff again, because I love my DualSense, I'll just buy a DualSense. So PlayStation, it's good. I'm more than anything else, I'm curious about how they're gonna move going into the next generation, because depending on what moves they make, this might be the first generation I don't own the newest PlayStation, because depending on what they're doing. And I had high hopes that Totoki was turning the ship and righting the ship from, some of the mistakes that were made. And I'm not going to say he isn't, but right now I'm side-eyeing him. And, that's where I'm standing right now. I'm not going scorched earth, but I am side-eyeing him with these moves. But so far, they've technically stayed in boundaries. So, I'm not going scorched earth yet. So that's kind of where I'm sitting with it.
Wants to take a crack?
I'll take a crack. Right. Yeah, unless J-Dub do.
Now go ahead, because I want to get out the way. But I got Doc Dark. He want to hear the gospel of J-Dub.
Go ahead, J-Dub. Go ahead. Spread that.
No. Because I got
spread that gospel. Hey, the Book of Enoch. Yeah, go ahead, like Denzel. What was it? What was that movie called?
Book of Eli.
The Book of Eli. Grab that machete and chop heads off in the dark. Go ahead, smooth like Denzel. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm gonna start the whole chainsaw with a little knife. I'm like, what the boy? God was on your side that day, bro.
Listen, Doc said he don't. He want me in full copium mode.
He wants a cap on 10,000, like Z says.
Look. I told him I'm finna double down on it. Listen, they can have that goddamn Helldivers. As somebody who done bought it on PC and then bought it on PlayStation, they can have that shit. It's a live service game. Fuck it, give it to them. You know what I'm saying? And no, but it's. I mean, listen. I heard several good points. One of the best points I've heard, believe it or not, was from Crap Gamer. He made the most valid point than anybody said it.
And you haven't heard mine yet.
He stated no. His is straight to the point.
I make hot albums. I'll be dropping volume. I'll be dropping anthologies. I'm playing.
But his was
very simple.
By another man.
His was very simple. Listen, his was very simple. It's just a tip. That's how they got Xbox.
Oh,
it all started with just a tip.
Oh no!
Listen, if you're going to you can have that. You can have that.
It's just a tip.
Man. Even
so
Extreme
right now,
is like, all right,
just a tip.
never mind.
Listen,
I'm not
Crap
fighting that.
He made a very valid point. He was like, listen, go back 2016 when it was just Quantum Break. And it was just that. It started at that. And he said 2 years later, every single one of our games went to PC. And then we said, okay, well, is that?
It was Windows Store. It's only Windows Store because that's how they started.
Windows Store, right? Yeah. So little by little,
then
you start rationalizing why they're doing it, and then little by little, the goalpost keeps changing over and over, right? First, you can say Helldivers. It's a live service game, and they have stated from day one, and they have continuously stated live service games. They're going to be putting on other platforms and stuff like that. All right, cool, right? Let's say we're going to go with that logic where it's just live service. Okay, that's now, right? That's 2025. Now, what happens in 2026 when it becomes just one game that's not a live service game, a single player game, right? We already got a little taste of that with that Horizon game going to Nintendo. Remember, everybody's like, "Oh, it's Nintendo. Oh, it's Legos," right? Little by little, and when Crap said that, and he put it in those terms, and it made perfect sense. So it's not here to damage control or anything like that. But I will to my brother Doc Dark, I will say this. Listen, I won the console war decisively. The console war is over. Anything that happens after that, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I won. I got my trophy on my mantle. I'm done. Now Sony can do whatever it is they want.
I want to quickly address a point that Ramon said before Ramon leaves. Ramon, I know that you have been a PC gamer for a while, but I need you to remember the
2 years, not that long.
talking to.
Just 2
right?
years. I'm still a noob.
Listen, it's okay. You're still in your infancy. Okay, misery shall arrive. Listen.
Oh my god.
Listen. What? What? It's guaranteed. It just takes time. Okay, listen. You need to remember who you're talking to. You're talking to PlayStation fans. Let me put it this way. You know about the new Xbox trans devices that are coming, right? The PCs that pretend to be Xbox,
my god.
Right? Yeah. Okay? Listen. Well, if you haven't heard that before, I don't have time to explain to you, okay? But that's what they are. They are PCs identifying as Xboxes. But we're not talking about those. We're talking about the PlayStation fans' response. These guys love the exclusive so much that even though those games are already on PC and already sold on Steam, they still wanted Sony to block them from Xbox branded PCs.
I saw that.
This is who you're talking to. Don't lie to yourself like these are reasonable people. There's no reason. Everything's fair in love and war. And these guys adore exclusive. They were like, no, we're gonna get Sony to block these games, get Steam to block these games on specific devices. They were floating around the ideas that they would know the serial numbers. They were like, Sony's gonna go down to that granularity.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, so that if you have an ROG Xbox, so ROG Ally, the straight one, you can just play the game on Steam because we've lost that. We can go, right? But if you have the non-conforming one, the Xbox branded one, oh no, we want it blocked on that device because we don't want any of our games to be played on Xbox. This is who you're coming from. And now these same people are telling me that they're okay with Sony natively putting support on. Why are you lying to yourselves? Why? I've been here. I know you. I always say this. Who do I say this to? I say this to meds all the time. You know the people you're around. I know each and every single one of you motherfuckers. I know each and every single one of you. I've been to your house. We've talked over drinks. We know this.
I know who you're around. I know who you hang out with.
I know who you hang out with. I've talked to their parents. Listen, you guys You guys love exclusivity, and you would rather see PlayStation burn than to lose a single one. Why are you lying? People say that I'm extreme. No, nigga, I'm you. This is who you are. This is who you are. This is how you feel. Let it out. Just say it. Just say it. You would rather that Sony just shut down but kept the games exclusive for like another 20 years before they ever went anywhere else. You know you're bothered. You know you're bothered. Listen, Naughty Dog came out with a new update, in case you haven't seen, for The Last of Us Part 2. It now has chronological mode, right? So you can play the same story, but in a chronological order, including the flashbacks, right? Fantastic idea, fantastic mode. Listen, that update is available on PlayStation 5 and PC. I want you to think how you're going to feel if within the next month or two, they say, oh, the game is being ported to Xbox, and they get that mode from launch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's like watching a sex tape of your first love, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that hurts, doesn't it? That hurts, doesn't it? Sarah is spread it to the gods. Oh, yeah. But she's worshiping one man, and that man isn't you. And that's like you watching that. Yeah. That's a real Tyler Perry movie that you made.
Swag bags like
you know what? How many of your PlayStation gamers are going to watch Xbox streamers stream that game from their Xbox? How many of you gonna do that? Are you just gonna pretend that doesn't exist? Yeah. Oh yeah. You know she's shot tapes with other men, right? You know that, right? You didn't even get to you because you were too young at the time, but she's done it. Oh, she's made movies. Numerous ones. Do you like thinking about that? You don't like thinking about that. You don't like it. You will burn Twitch down to the ground before you watch an Xbox streamer play The Last of Us Part 2 on an Xbox. You know you will go back. You put a cap on Bezos, you know? Listen.
Yo, all I'm saying is
this is who you are. You wanted Sony to block it from specific PCs just because those PCs happen to be branded Xbox. You're like disgusting. Disgusting. Okay? The way that you're trying to lie to yourselves. Listen, Ramon, you're not talking to be rational. That's what I want you to know. There's no rationality in this. Okay? Don't pretend that they are as cool as you. Because the thing is, Ramon, you're a cool dude. You've always been cool. You're chill. You're an author. You're smart. You know, you've got these things. But listen. Over here, there's an unfettered rage that these people are trying to pretend that they don't have. Okay? I just want them to let it out.
All right, let me do some more super chats. Anonymous Boss has given out a couple of gift memberships. So whoever received those gifted membership, please give Anonymous Boss a thank you. Give him a thanks. Shout out to you, Anonymous Boss. Thank you very much. We got Raji with the super chat. Says the x86 is the reason for the changes. Developers can introduce backwards compatibility. All platforms support x86. Porting between platform is easier. I mean, it could be easier, but let me dive into something. But first, Chris Edwards. Jim Ryan doesn't sound so bad now. You know what's funny? I think it was somebody on Saturday that mentioned, what if Jim Ryan is the reason these decisions had to be made, right? Because remember, the whole 12-game strategy for live service, was under like the whole Jim Ryan thing. That was his thing, right? That was why he was bringing up, all right? Of course, a couple of games got also green-lighted under him, but his big thing was the live service push, right? And he went hard. He went hard right after, right? 10 to 12. What if all these cancellations of live service games, right? These massive cancellation, plus the complete failure of Concord, and Marathon now being delayed, for who knows how long. Fair Game's not faring well. Jade Raymond. What if they realize, wait a minute, we got to find a way to squeeze the one thing we do have good, or at least recoup some money from all these failed live service projects, and therefore Helldivers was green-lighted on Xbox to recoup. Now you can't completely recoup, but something more is something more, right? And I thought about that. I'm like, man, if Jim Ryan was catalyst, then boy, that dude really fucked up, right? Pretty screwed up.
Nah. Listen, Jim Ryan was not about this life. This is Totoki. There's only been one executive.
I know Totoki.
No, but here's the thing. If it was a financial issue that they had to correct, we all know they wouldn't be putting the game on Xbox. That's not where you fix your financial issues. If it was a financial issue that they had to correct, they would put it on PlayStation Plus first. Because you would
I don't
attract a
understand that
massive.
either. I don't understand.
You have 50 million people already playing for PlayStation Plus in some way, right? And they keep bragging how there's like 40% of them that are, in premium or extra. So if we just do quick maths, that's like 15 million players at the least that have access to this game and that have also a good chance of not already owning it. 15 million people. That's way more than they're ever going to sell. We all know they're going to sell like what? Maybe if they are super, super successful, 2 million copies on Xbox. That is nothing. This is nothing compared to 15 million extra gamers you could get.
Yeah, that's $80
that
million.
Will be buying on microtransactions that you don't have to give 30% away to another company. This has nothing to do with correcting financial mistakes. And let's not forget that this is the most successful generation PlayStation has ever had, in spite of every single losses that they have encountered. This isn't a case of the house is burning down and we need to change avenues. This is just profit for profit's sake. This is greed because greed exists. Okay, this is chasing that infinite growth on a final planet. That's what I always said. The fundamental economic problem of humanity is that we have set up our systems to chase infinite growth on a final world. That's just okay, they sell 2 million copies on Xbox. Then what? You're gonna take it to the Switch. If you really think about it, if you're just chasing profit for profit's sake, you have to go to the Switch. That's what actual gamers are. That's what they're actually used to playing for games. Sure, they're not used to playing these types of games, so you're only going to capture like a subset of them, but you're going to get more people on the Switch, even the Switch 2, than you're going to get on the fucking Xbox. No, for me, there's three things this achieves. First, it's about shareholder profit, and then second, it's about breaking away this barrier that all of these, services and platforms are delineated very clearly in the sand, force those lines enough times so that people start thinking that, oh, yeah, let's just be gender fluid all the time. Are we a PlayStation game? Are we an exclusive game? Man. Do we belong to the streets? Hey, listen, that's what it is. That's what it is. Don't be mad at the person because he uses vocabulary that you're uncomfortable with. Hear the truth within the words. I expect better of you. Seriously, you're supposed to be PlayStation gamers. You're supposed to be the people that won. You're supposed to be the empire that reigns. And yet here you are acting like some backwater savages, just pretending like, oh no, I do want to see my first love get fucked. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I think
I'm about to jump off. Sorry, Jade, or sorry, Ghost. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just gonna jump off, but one, Gordo's super chat is something that I'm also finding puzzling. Is like the timing, like why now? But I'm gonna jump off. If I can jump back in, I will. But if I can't, you guys have a good night. Have a good discussion. Please, nobody have an aneurysm. I'll talk to y'all later.
Let me bust out the super chats real quick. Let me bust out the rest of them. Raji, PlayStation had two CEOs with the hardware, and PlayStation Studios expected to maximize profit for their areas. Expect experiments and opportunities. That's a true statement. Gordo P23, why wait until everyone is leaving Xbox to port games to Xbox? Either Toki's an idiot or there's more to this story. Finally,
if I could touch
RP
on that
Spaces.
right there.
Yeah, and let me do this last one, and we'll carry it over to you. RP Spaces. Nix's has Xbox dev kits. Shaking my. Oh, all right, go ahead, Ghost.
So to the one super chat, why port a game over to Xbox? If it's on its way out, it's on its way out, and like M said, there's not a whole. This is not a profit game. It's not about money, because if it was about money, then you'd put it on Game Pass, right? We saw the list of games that what it would cost. Some were monthly, some were annually. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, to put what was it, like 35 million a month? You know what I'm saying? To put like GTA 5 on Game Pass, it was, they were going to pay 60 million or 70 million. You know what I'm saying, for certain particular type of game. So if it was a monetary push, you'd put it on Game Pass and you'd put stipulations like you pay us a monthly fee to keep the game on there, or whatever the case may be. So it's not about that. But to the question, to the super chat about putting why putting the game over, and I think it belies that, like, as people are making this exodus, whether it be quickly, slowly, whatever the case may be, to either PC or to PlayStation, or just saying fuck it altogether and not gaming at all, I mean, they're putting it over there on a platform that's in decline, and I think it's more of a, hey, look what this quality of game. Look at this type of game. This is the game that you wanted. You can get these games if you come over to PlayStation or go to PC or whatever the marketing is. I mean, no one. We're all speculating here, whether it be
Right.
Border Rock, whomever, right? And so, we can put our tinfoil hats on, but I just think that it has more about exposure, right? And drawing, a however many are people are going to leave who are leaving Xbox or are going to leave in the future with just enticing them. And I'm not saying it's it's the right thing to do. I'm not happy with it, but at the same token, I've got everything. Don't care. You know what I'm saying? So, and I get it. And you were talking about PS6 and PS7. I've said this many times. A lot of you people won't be alive with some of these systems. We're worried about the wrong damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not worried about what the PS7, PS8, I don't care about none of that. Like I live in the here and now. And it does sting. It's like, man, you kind of promised me one thing. And so if you don't call a lie, you know what I'm saying, or a false promise of, what it is, and that's exactly what it was. These games were supposed to be exclusive, and now they're being sent, to Xbox. But then you just take a step back, you think about it a little bit, and there is maybe some methodology to their madness, and we'll find out if another first party game goes over there, then you knew what time it was, right? And then you got to make that conscious decision on what you're going to do. But for right now,
Ghost.
I just think that
Hey, Ghost. Okay, if you're a PlayStation guy and they start putting their games on Xbox or Nintendo, where you gonna go?
I guess I'll be a PC master.
They already on PC. They already on PC. So
right, I'll go to Soldier Boy console. You know what I mean? And,
what?
Man.
Soldier Boy.
Man.
I'll go to Soldier Boy.
Oh my
Tell
God.
him. You know what I'm saying? Oh
man
man,
said-
Soldier Boy, tell him. You know,
Boy, I tell you.
you know what I'm saying? Superman, that whole we'll go around. Craig, what you think about this, man? Because you've been real quiet.
Yeah, because
my man about to break out the Diddy oil.
No,
my man said you ain't pinned shit on me. I'm free.
That man's free, man. And big deal. He paid for some poon. I mean, who gives a shit about paying? But like I said, man, he's back. Yeah, he got a standing ovation. Apparently,
he's gonna be like, take that.
Yeah,
motherfucker went straight to Walmart. He went straight to Walmart. He bought all the baby oil.
He bought all the oil. Yeah, he cornering the market, as they would say on Wall Street. But look, Sony just did a press conference. They talked to their shareholders on what they were doing. And so I agree with Ghost. I mean, they're just trying to pick off some scragglers that may be on the fence on staying with Xbox. It makes sense to send that game over. If Xbox is going to do a handheld, then, I mean, I know I've played Helldivers with people that are on the portal, and it's worked fine. So it's like, yeah, it's just not that big a deal, especially when they say what they said, which is, yeah, we're going to put and I'll break this news now. I did a podcast earlier, and what I've been told by two people is The Last of Us Factions is coming back, but it's going to be like a combination of the second one they were working on and the first one. So they're calling it like 1.5. And
might be dope.
Game, yeah, that
might be dope.
Craig, man, don't be playing. Man, stop that trash.
I mean, it might be dope because
man got sauce.
Listen.
I'm pushing the disclaimer.
I'm pushing the disclaimer
out. It's time to get the disclaimer. Listen, Craig. The words and expressions and opinions of Craig Harris does not reflect 60 Frames 9 Leg Productions, Porter Rock 77 Incorporated, J-Dub Industries, Ghost International, and Conglomerate. And I don't know why y'all guys got, but y'all better say your piece now, because Astro Cyborg got y'all clipped.
Well, I don't care about Astro Cyborg. I don't even know what that is. Is that something I can put on my head when I get out of the shower? I mean, what the hell is that? But at the end of they're going to release all their for playing online games, whether it's fair games. Fair games will be on Xbox. Because again, that's what they're doing. They're using them as force magnifiers for them to put their games on out. I mean, it's just not that big of a deal.
So you think Marathon's gonna be on there?
Yeah, Marathon.
Oh,
That's already
yeah,
been
well,
in there.
we already knew that,
I
though.
thought it was already confirmed.
We already knew that.
The Gorilla MMO for Horizon. It's an
Here's my thing.
MMO. You know,
Ask you this,
so
Craig. Let me ask you this, Craig. How come we didn't speak on this months ago then?
About
I
what?
could pull all our podcasts and not a single one of us says this was happening.
What?
Not one. There's not one 60 Frames No Like podcast where any of us said PlayStation's live service game, Xbox was part of the plan. Not one. And I look back because I'm thinking like, man, maybe I'm fucked up in the head. Maybe my, concussions really, because I'm like I don't remember any of us talking.
Everybody said, I knew this.
We always knew.
Nobody.
And I'm like, did I miss a conversation?
Nobody knew that shit. Like,
nobody knew that. Like, I'm thinking, did I miss a conversation? I'm thinking, like, I'm concussed because that
shit came out of thin air. Nobody
knew. We made fun of Boomstick for saying that.
And listen,
so I look back in our podcast. We made fun of Boomstick for saying shit like that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear it. I'll be honest. Let's be honest. We never hyped that. We never talked about that. Nobody said that.
And guess what? They did it.
I'm being real, Craig. We made fun of Boomstick for saying Helldivers was coming to Xbox. So where did this come from?
What the hell is a Boomstick?
Craig, don't do that because no, Craig, don't do that because it's literally on the podcast. We did it live on the air. Made fun of Boomstick, all of us. We all did. At least, listen. I'm gonna put it this way: if I talk shit to a dude and he ends up right, I'm gonna be man enough and be like, even if it was an accident. I'm gonna be man enough and be like, yo, you got it, dog. If I could talk shit, but to say, oh, who's that, bro? Craig, we did it. You were in the room with us.
I don't know. I'm like Ronald Reagan.
I don't recall. If the love don't fit, you must have quit. What the hell is this? This guy's his lawyer. What's his name? Johnny Cochran up in here.
No, he said
if the love don't fit, must have quit.
No,
it was AI. It was deep fake.
It's an on-service game. All those on-service games are going to go to all platforms. They may not go.
So here's my question.
Yeah, but we wasn't saying that though. We wasn't having that energy before.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Hey, nobody. Here's my question. Here's my question. Right? Because every try to use the tag, it's a live service game. That doesn't mean a goddamn thing. It is a game, first-party game made by PlayStation on Xbox. I don't care the genre or the type it is.
Okay.
Yeah, people try to say the same thing when Horizon Dawn came out. Oh, it's a 3-year-old game used to entice PC gamers so they could get the sequel and buy a PlayStation. Fast forward, they put the sequel a year later on PC.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, when I hear, it makes sense, live service, that doesn't mean shit. Single player, live service, MMO, no. It is a first-party game PlayStation made, and they put it on Xbox. If that makes them more money, what makes you think they're not considering another PlayStation first-party game to make them more money? This is the same logic Xbox dude did with the first 4. They were saying, Porter Rock, it's not going to be the Tempo, Gears, Halo, whatever. They were saying it's Sea of Thieves because it's live service. I'm like, that doesn't matter if it's live service. It doesn't. Listen. Listen.
Porter Rock, you did a video breaking down exactly what Sony said during their presser. Their presser that they had.
Yeah, and none of it mentioned Xbox. They never mentioned Xbox.
Look, listen to what I'm saying, though. They've already answered it. They've already talked to their shareholders. They've already put. Now, next year is different. Just like people were like this year, they could have went day and date on PC. They had to come out and say we're not doing that. So this is a shareholder thing. They cannot go out and manipulate their own stock and shareholders. So they're not doing it. To me, it's that simple. You can ask anybody who's got shares.
They're not doing what?
They're not going to be doing the single player games this year.
Why not? That's literally the benefit for the shareholders. The shareholders benefit.
They've already told the shareholders they're not doing it. So they've already set that causes a market. Their market prices, all that happened when they said what they were doing. When they said they had whatever percentage and they made this money, the stock reacted. Oh, this Sony's numbers came in higher than they expected. So their stock shot up because it became a safer stock. But once you come out and you say, "Hey, look, here's what we're doing this fiscal year." You're right about.
Oh yeah, he has a point.
Yeah, they can't manipulate the shit. They'll go to jail for that shit. That is manipulating.
No, that's not. They're not going to jail for that. Xbox does it all the time. Phil Spencer will be serving. He would have been executed if that's true. That dude would have got the electric chair. The man literally said, first party games will only be on Game Pass supported platforms. That is a direct statement.
That was from years ago.
Okay,
what did their updated statement have on it? They had an updated statement. They updated their statement within years of each other.
They consistently change and backtrack.
Every year.
The point I'm trying to say is PlayStation's Helldivers is a first-party game, and then any first-party game can benefit. The term but it's live service, that doesn't mean anything. It's a game, and you sell it, and you make money off it.
Like I said before, they cannot do it this year because they've already gone ahead. They've already gone ahead and set their prices.
Here's the problem. I'm gonna tell you. Here's the problem with that. The decision to put Helldivers was last year.
Okay.
Was it this fiscal? It was last fiscal. And they never mentioned putting games on Xbox. In fact, they kept saying their strategy is PC and PlayStation. A live service strategy around, In fact, to this day, they still never officially said, our live service strategy includes Xbox. They still technically haven't said it.
It includes all platforms.
You see what I'm saying?
So they're not saying it doesn't. See, that's where you all are getting this mixed up. All because they didn't say it.
All right, let me ask you this. When did they say they were going to put single player games day and date on PC?
When they came out and said that, I believe is when they came out with the Horizon. When they came out with the Horizon stuff.
They never said they were going to put single player games day and date on PC.
Going back for.
In fact, everybody was saying that it's just going to be old games on PC. That's all they said. Old games on PC.
Right, what single player game do they have this one day and date on PC?
Also aside.
That's not their game.
They paid for it. See, this is what I'm talking about. There's always a caveat. There's always a caveat.
They don't own the studio that makes the game.
There's always a caveat, bro. It's always a caveat.
That's like people saying that Death Stranding is a Sony game when it's Kojima's game that Sony published. That's what it is. All right.
Okay, how about Tolkien Fighting Souls? They own the IP.
Studio. Who owns the studio?
No, that's gonna be a dope game.
Listen, Yoshida said first party games is property that they own, not the studio that makes them. That's what they consider ownership.
So it's a fighting game.
Okay. Oh, so now
it's a fighting game.
So now,
no. It's a fighting game.
So that it's a fighting game.
Is it an online game?
Yes.
I'm asking. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Game
it is.
Okay, so that's a new caveat. Can't have online. So it's gotta be a single player game with no online. Get out of here. This is Xbox. This is literally Xbox fanboy gymnastics. Literally. It's always a caveat. Listen, at the end of the day, it's a PlayStation shit they own, and if they can make more money, they'll make that decision. All this stuff about, it's online. Well, it's a fighting game. Well, it's not owned by the studio. Totoki doesn't care about that.
What did they say about their online game?
PC and PlayStation. I can show you the quotes.
What did they say about their online games? How they were going to
PC and PlayStation. I can show you the quote. PC and PlayStation.
They just say that?
No,
they did not.
PlayStation.
They said multiple platforms.
Okay, get out of here, man. What are we doing here? Okay.
But my opinion on it is...
Go watch the business segment.
I got stock in their company. I already know what they're going to do. So, I mean, they literally said they're going to...
Because you would have told us Helldivers is coming to Xbox. Not one podcast did you mention that. Not one.
None of us mentioned
But I
that.
got you making
Cost us
fun
games
of
as a
poop
service.
stick.
I don't recall making fun of something called a
Get
boom
out
stick.
of here.
So-
This guy's lying.
I mean,
bro.
I don't
lying,
recall.
bro. This is crazy.
I don't recall.
This is crazy.
You know,
This is
the kind of
absolutely
dishonest I've been
insane.
talking about from PlayStation fan
This is
base.
insane.
You
The
see what they're doing
insanity.
here?
This
This
I
is
put on my head when
wild.
I got in the shower. I mean, they literally are telling everybody what they're doing, and I mean, to me, when they said,
Ooh, they
when
never mentioned Xbox.
they
Ever.
don't have to. It's a platform. It's a platform. You all keep saying they didn't mention it, but they didn't mention it. That's the way business works. That's the way business works. I mean, it is. It's the way business works.
Listen, I wish Jim Ryan got this much cap. Listen, Totoki, I don't know what Totoki has done to you, but Totoki over here, the defense force is crazy. Get that man fired, okay? Listen, I need you guys to reverse course on that. I need you guys to reverse course on that. Get him fired.
Triple cap. This is
And
crazy.
Jim Ryan oversaw Project, what's it called? Latitude. He oversaw that coming to PlayStation.
He didn't see his games going over to Xbox. That's what he didn't oversee. Okay? You all need to put some respect on Jim Ryan. That guy was there for 30 years and he held it down.
Yeah,
he left, and within 2 years, you guys are losing your virgins to Xbox. That's crazy.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
Oh man,
that's crazy work, man.
That's just insane. I don't even know who said that. You guys made me. Anyways,
oh my god, he said you made you said you made this monster. He said you made this bitch.
You said you can scrape me and use that Diddy oil. Oh man,
I didn't leave you. You left me.
Oh
man. My man said I didn't leave you. You left me. Like man.
Yeah, yo, that's true. Listen, you have Craig on the podcast being like, I don't even know who you all are. He's just like, I don't remember what 60 frames know what. I never been here before. Listen. People over here are going crazy trying to damage control for this. And you don't have to, guys. You don't have to. You don't have to. This shit isn't obliged. Okay, listen. We can all be honest here. You guys don't want your exclusives on any other platform. That's it. They just tell it like it is. You don't want them on PC. You certainly don't want them on Xbox. And you don't want them on Nintendo either. You don't even like it. You didn't like it when they put Death Stranding on the iPhone 16. You know you didn't.
Damn.
Like, come on. Hey, come on. I just want truth to come out. Like, can this be like a moment where we come together and we just speak honestly and we say with all of our hearts?
I agree.
Fire
like God of War, I want to keep all that on PlayStation.
I don't want this shit be
blue. Look at that truth telling over here.
That's the point of buying.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100, man.
There we go. I don't know who this new guy is over here, but he's telling the truth.
Yeah, I told the truth.
Gran Turismo, all that, man. Like,
you guys want to see Gran Turismo on Xbox?
Some value.
You guys want to see Gran Turismo on Xbox? You want to see
GT7 on Xbox? No. I'm saying I want to keep it on PlayStation.
No. These new PlayStation dudes want to pretend that they're about that life now. Now they're swingers. Now they're okay sharing partners. They're like, give me some of that. I give you some of mine. Now that's who you want to be. You know you're not about that life.
Oh,
what? Not that like, at least we get gears. Fuck gears. The fuck? I don't want fucking gears. Listen, if I wanted Gears of War, I would have purchased a platform where Gears of War exists. And guess what? I did. I've had PC for a long time. And guess what? In all the years of my life, in all the years of owning PC, in all the years of owning a platform where Gears was available, I never fucking chose it. So I don't want it now. My bitch is hot. Your bitch is fugly. I don't want to share. I don't want to trade. Okay? Just say it. I don't know.
He has a point, though. He has a point.
Well, all right. So I found this quote. I'll have to do a podcast on it tomorrow. It literally says Sony what is this? It keeps on trying to get me to promote this thing. Sony Interactive. I can't read it because it's trying to get me to promote something. Sony Interactive, and now it's blocked out. Blah blah blah. Will evaluate live service games that expand audience reach and offer crossplay. We will carefully review each one of our live service titles on a case-by-case basis. That is an official statement from what they just did in their whatever you want to call it, when they did their media thing. That's their official statement. So at no point
they're talking about Xbox there.
They're talking about their live service games, and I guess
that says nothing about Xbox.
Oh, I know, but it doesn't say nothing. It doesn't have to. The fact that it says that there's something called, I forgot what the business claim is, but it's like an implication or something that's implied. They will expand audience.
He said lying. He said lying. It's called.
No, they're not lying. They cannot lie. They cannot lie, or else somebody's going to get
a lie by omission is a lie. A lie by omission. Listen, I will not be. There is no one on this planet that is going to tell me that what is happening in front of my own 2 eyes isn't happening because of some fireside chat that they had over there. Listen. All of this is all in a state of panic where people just don't want to accept the reality for what it is. Be like myself. Accept it. Then make your decision. Your decision is, I don't give a fuck. That's a perfectly valid decision. But at least you would have come to it through the path of truth, not copium. Don't cope, Craig. Man. Just say, I love. Listen, Craig, you already said that the PlayStation 5 will be your last console. I've been
saying that for over a year.
You were there for ages. You were on Mount Everest before people knew there was an Everest to rest on. Listen, I'm just joining you, okay?
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I came to it through truth. I see what is happening. I'm like, that's bullshit. And they should fire that guy because he's going to ruin the PlayStation brand. That is true. Yeah. There is nothing hard about that. People are like, "Oh, Manuel, you're crashing out."
Everybody keeps saying that, but can somebody explain if it's so bad, why they keep reporting record profits and income?
Well, first of all, all of these record profits happened before this decision. Second of all, inertia exists. The first law of motion, right? An object.
The first law of motion, Diddy oil.
Oh shit!
Well, I'm not going to explain that.
The lotion helps with the motion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was just. I mean, I'm assuming. I mean, by God, what we're talking about.
The point is, they have a momentum, and that momentum is going to carry forward. Don't turn that dirty, please. Okay?
Take that.
Well, this won't be my last console because I'm gonna go to the PS6. I've been there since day one. I ain't going back. I ain't turning back.
Yeah, I'm even getting the Switch too, so I want to play Donkey Kong.
A day with Diddy.
You can go with my last console.
Yeah, Bad Boys for life.
The next PlayStation exclusive, 5 Nights at Diddy's.
Yo.
Oh man. Oh man.
Baby All Edition.
I don't want to be the next one to talk after that.
Someone else. The collector's edition. Got a full tub. Got the collector's edition. Full tub of that oil. And the premium edition comes with Cambodian breast milk.
The finest breast milk.
I am muting this mic.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Oh Lord. All right. Let me do this super. We'll move on to the next topic, right? Let's jump on Xbox for a little bit. That's what J-Dub is waiting for. He's like, can we start bashing Xbox again? All right, Michael, let me start. We'll start right here real quick. We got Michael Pierre. We need Xbox to be around because Sony is too relaxing. Facts, man. We need Apple to get in the game. Somebody. Totoki-san is the GOAT. Fucking roll.
I agree. He's the GOAT.
Oh, Liquidator. Like I told P-Rock on Saturday, if they spread themselves too thin, the quality will go down. I mean, we've seen true. Xbox, right? It took a while.
That's true.
But remember, Xbox Pass took
that happened. Grip. That actually happened.
It eventually took. It's not something that happens overnight.
That's what I say. It takes 10 years. It takes 10 years. Right. You guys come back and train 35. You'll be in tears.
Yeah, that happened.
What was that name? Listen, PlayStation fans, you guys are going to be like the Adam 22. What was that girl? Like being like, yeah, I'm cool with my chick being all these 100 men at the same time. That's what
Lean
you're
up the
gonna do.
plug. Lean up the plug.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm about to do to Aloy. You know Horizon's gonna be the first single player game to go. You know. You know.
The MMO is gonna go.
They're gonna tap.
The MMO is going to go.
Oh, see, Craig,
right now.
Look at that. You listen to Craig.
MMO is going to go.
Craig? Craig's like, she only sucked them off. She didn't fuck. That's pretty much what he's saying.
The MMO is going to go.
Bro.
All the live service that is going to go. Y'all better, like I said, I've been saying for a year.
You
Y'all
only gave
better
up the
start
booty, not the vag. That's what we're hearing right now. That's what we're hearing.
Go ahead and
get it ready, baby.
Get it ready.
That's what we're hearing right now. You gave up the booty hole, but not the vag, so it's okay.
Oh,
that's
man.
what we're hearing right now. We're hearing that right now. Unbelievable.
Oh,
unbelievable.
Man.
I don't know, man. I'm from the 90s. So we were built different back then.
Look, the reason I can sit back and laugh is I know over a year I've been telling you all to get it ready. I've been telling everybody in the audience to get it ready. Nobody wants to get it ready, so now you
there is a movement of cucking that is happening among men that I do not understand. What is wrong with society?
I'm telling you.
I'm sorry. I am toxic masculinity. I am part of the old breed. I catcall. I still catcall women when they walk down the street. All right.
You wolf whistle? You wolf whistle?
You still whistle.
I'll be making sounds like in their cats. All right.
T-Rock, you get your red pill on?
I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Man. Like, this is crazy. No, you should get the red pill. Nah, them dudes, they on some different shit, man. I'm old school guy, not new school who's pretending to be old school. Like, they off the rockers.
Man, I'm the same. Listen, man, mine belongs to my... I told you, no one plugs anything in my house. Power boss.
Oh, shit.
No one plugs anything.
Ain't nobody plugging no outlet, and there's no man is gonna plug an outlet in my house.
Listen, they're gonna call her A plug when she goes over to Horizon. That's what they're gonna call her.
Oh, A plug. Oh man.
Call her
man. Lord. Oh, Gordo P20. Here you go, Gordo P23. The same company that blocked an Ape Escape DLC for MGS on Xbox is now gonna put first party IP on Xbox. Something ain't adding up. I don't know, man. They're desperate. The financials came in on live service. They're like, hey, we're going to keep listening. Y'all want the live service. This is it. This is how they're going to do it. They're going to get good. Yeah, with Xbox.
No, listen. Oh, by the way, that brings me up to something. I am no longer the general of the live service thing. I resigned my post.
He done.
No.
He quit.
No, I can't be on your team either. No.
You know what? My team is about to betray me too. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm about to get betrayed.
Listen, I can't. Listen.
And we need like service game. We need more multiplayer. Well, there you go. You got multiplayer.
No.
That's why this is why you voted for.
No.
This is why you voted for. No. You voted for this.
This is not us. Don't put this on us. Okay. Listen, somebody put the orange. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Different president. Point is, there's a bad president now. Okay, who is ruining aspirations that we had, and I can't follow that leadership. Okay, so I'm resigning from the PlayStation. I don't
retiring.
know.
It's time to retire. That's
it. No more.
Don't even.
I don't want the accolades. Keep them. I know I deserve some Purple Hearts. Keep them anyway. Okay.
They say you pulled the star screen. You left Megatron to die.
Oh man!
That bounced. Oh snap! Rome says Alloy might be the first to go to Xbox. I said that. I saw Nick Marcel. He made that. And I'm thinking, technically, Decima works on Xbox. The engine works.
Yeah, it does.
Because Death Stranding is Decima.
X86. Yeah, it works on x86 architecture.
Alloy.
But the MMO is going.
They're pimping Alloy out. She's getting pimped.
You single-player fans, listen, yeah? Nixis didn't buy their Xbox dev kits to just put one game on there. So just forget about that, okay? They didn't buy those licenses. They didn't buy that hardware just for one game to go. And they are not going to stop at just live service. Just so you know. By the way, the new patch that they just did, with Naughty Dog to put the thing, they did it with Nexus as well. So listen, Nexus has got his hands,
everything
in everything, in every project that PlayStation does. So,
Neil Druckmann's
going to Is it a Horizon?
Well,
Horizon.
You're gonna see the you're gonna see The Last of Us on Xbox on Neil Druckmann's Twitter.
There you go.
Well, no, I mean you could. Well, I've already got it on my
Man, I feel some type of way if it come to Xbox, man. I feel some type of way.
Well,
and it's gonna be on Neil Druckmann's Twitter.
Yeah.
He's gonna play it too because he has an Xbox. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna give my own game a run on my Xbox Series X," and he's gonna take a photo of it. Watch.
Oh no!
But have you reached out to Detective Siege yet? I know
shit!
You're going to have a one-on-one.
Oh, all right. Tried last time we tried to set it up, he was unable to do it. So we'll see if I'll hit him up again
because he's got some information about mixes and ports and all that stuff. So just so everybody knows, so people can
panel. Who is this new guy over here, Mr. S?
Oh, Sean Katie King. That's me.
That's Sean. That's Sean.
I'm the platinum guy. I'm the platinum guy.
He's like 2 platinums away from 1,000.
I'm close. What? I'm very close.
1,000 plats.
Oh wow, that is.
Yeah, I'm a gamer.
I don't even have 100. That's
1,000 plats. 1,000.
Hey, listen, man. So we have PlayStation royalty. That's what you're telling me,
bro.
Yeah, I'm OG. I'm OG PlayStation.
This is like the king of Denmark.
This is why I've got to talk to people that are true fans of the brand.
This guy's like the king of Denmark. So
I've been there since day one.
There's only one person on this panel, aside from me, that admits they don't want to see the first love get plugged by another man. Thank you.
Shoot, Tekken started on PlayStation. We can go way back.
Oh,
we can go way back.
Hey, listen, if you could take Tekken back to PlayStation exclusively, wouldn't you do that in a heartbeat?
Well, you said for Tekken?
Yeah.
This is what happens. We didn't check Alloy from cheating on us, and look, now all the hoes are cheating on us.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Should have checked Alloy.
These bitches be crazy. These bitches be crazy.
Yeah, because like I said, I seen it all, man. I seen it all, man.
Yo, listen, Jim Barry was right. Persona, they were right. Going to PC didn't work out for us.
No, man, we got no benefit. We got no benefit. Nothing, bro. Nothing out this deal. We got nothing out of this PC deal.
Nothing
the Bungie deal,
real.
Nothing.
They got Spider-Man from us. They got Spider-Man, God of War.
You're going to get more games. What more games?
They got nothing out of the any multi-platform thing, even Lego Horizon. What has Lego Horizon brought to you? Listen, if you're a PlayStation fan, anytime they put anything on anything other than a PlayStation, you got nothing in return. Not a single thing. Not a single benefit. Listen, you don't even have themes. In fact,
I miss those themes too, man.
We don't even have themes.
Even though
we need them,
even though
ASAP.
Even though we have PlayStation console covers, it seems to me that there are less PlayStation special editions than there were in the PlayStation 4. Even though it will be easier for them to do. This is because they're distracted, slutting around our games.
Oh, man.
That's what they are. That's what they are. They're acting like pimps. Totoki didn't give you a special edition controller for Death Stranding 2. Ridiculous.
Let me do this last super chat, and I'm gonna get J-Dub back in the game.
Where's the console cover for Death Stranding 2? Where is it?
Yeah, we don't have one. I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, we don't have one. They used to give that to us. Listen.
They're too busy.
He has a point.
Get Totoki fired. Get rid of him.
What was that? Liquid Data. Shout out to Liquid. He said, and I'm still looking for the leftover Mofongo. Bro, when it comes to Mofongo, there's never any leftovers. That shit is gone. Shout out to Liquid. Hey, yo, J-Dub.
Yo.
Oh, so let's go on to the next topic. What happened with this Game Pass exposed? Is it profitable? Do they count first party? Do they not? I'm hearing all types of shit. Yesterday,
they trying to damage control it.
Nah, he retracted his statement. Come on, give the feedback. Give us the story. What's going on here?
Man, listen. I don't know. Let's say either way, let's say it's profitable. Let's say it's not profitable. Do their circumstances change? No, absolutely not. So it doesn't matter. But it was a great topic for the day.
J-Dub, you're traumatized. This is how I know that this shit hurt you on the inside. I can't believe there's such a layup, and you're like, I don't even like playing volleyball.
I don't
You're
got
like,
that.
I don't even like jumping.
No, I told you, I've been telling y'all for months
like,
now.
I don't care.
Even Truck Led knows in the chat that you're just traumatized. It's like, you're hurting.
Like, what do you like? I said in the beginning, what do you want me to say? I've been saying it for months now. The console war is over. You can only do.
This speaks volumes.
Well, you said enough. You said enough. So that's the good thing about it. That's why we tag team and stuff, right?
Oh man,
he knows. Really
listen, there's a reason why, and this will bleed over.
It still ain't going nowhere anyway.
Listen, this will bleed over into the next topic, but we might as well do it all at the same time. Forza Motorsports Council for a reason, because Gran Turismo's coming to Xbox.
Yeah, that too.
Oh man,
they'll be lucky to get that.
Damn,
that's just gonna run on the Series. Well, technically, it's on the PS4, right? Gran Turismo, so run on the Series S. They'll get the PS4 version.
It can.
Man, I will feel some type of way if it goes over there, man.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man.
It might as well. It might as well.
Only one.
When
traumatized. Jesus Christ.
I would be traumatized if that thing go to Xbox, man.
Man, do you guys hear the silence in J-Dog voice? Yo, J-Dog can lose a Lamborghini and he'll still be more upbeat than this. This is crazy.
Oh man.
Okay, so hold on. Let me pull. I'm gonna replicate an M.
The Series S is getting the PS4 version, though.
I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna scream. And then I'm gonna boot up. Hold on. No, listen. I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna scream, and then I'm gonna go and boot up my PS5 and play Death Stranding 2. Right? That's how we do it, right?
Man.
I'm asking.
Man. I don't even have Death Stranding.
I've did it for like 10 years now. I've did it for 10. I've won every trophy known to man. What else is there? There is no more mountain to climb.
Not like
Jesus.
this. Not like this. Come back next week, okay?
Well, listen. I've said this before, right? I've said this before. Porter Rock have heard me. Everybody else have heard me say this. PlayStation gamers are sore winners. We've always been sore winners. Yeah. We've always won every generation. We've always had the best games, the best hardware, the best everything. But we have always turned our backs around after being first place, looking to see what the losers in the back are doing and complaining about what they're doing and how we won fat. For example, no. Let me finish. I let you go on your rant. I haven't said anything for a whole hour. Now just let me finish going. Right now it's my turn. So we have sat here, right, and won every single generation. We have sat here, watched the whole Xbox community just go fucking up and banana. We've seen Ryan McCaffrey go out and buy a PS5 Pro. We've seen Destin Ligari. We've seen Paris. We've seen the who's who of Xbox. We've seen Phil Spencer go out, right, and wait in line to get a fucking PlayStation 5, and he was complaining he had to get a fucking Horizon bundle. We've seen all of this shit. We've just seen them collapse. Literally collapse. And we're going to erase all of that shit based on one fucking game that I think me and Craig are the only one back here that actually fucking bought it and played it. And we don't give a fuck, right? It's because it's not that. Listen, if God of War goes, yes, I'm in. If Gran Turismo, absolutely yes. If Spider-Man, absolutely yes. But that isn't a game I was going to lose my shit over. It's just not. And that's just me, right? Again, we're full of opinions. But I've seen people just act like it is God of War, like it is The Last of Us, and I'm like, wait. Let me look and see what the sales of this goddamn game is on PlayStation. Let me see who really actually played this fucking game, because I'm seeing people who didn't even fucking play the game. They're just mad and upset, like it is God of War. Like I don't give a fuck. I play Helldivers 2 every day, all day. Me and Craig Harris. Every weekend. We're not bothered by that shit. That's just fucking more play. And maybe I'm tired because the console war is over. Dude, I wake up every morning saying Xbox is dog shit. Y'all know that. Right? That's my thing. That's what I do every day. I poke and prod at every fucking thing. But I'm not going to fucking be in first place gloating. I've already circled the whole track 10 times. They could never catch up. And I'm sitting, dude, I done drunk so much fucking milk, I feel like I'm a cow. Like, what the fuck? I'm not going to sit here and fucking cry and whine when these guys are like, no, I'm feeling like fucking, I'll be honest. Xbox guys are the real winners of the console war. They really are the winners. Because these fuckers were able to lose every single generation. They was able to lose every accolade. They was able to lose every fucking thing and still come out there and make the PlayStation dudes cry and whine over something so that most people don't give a fuck about. And I know that because of the sales. And I know that because who bought the game and who played the game. So yeah, maybe I don't have that enthusiasm of having this specific topic or this specific game to be the one that get me all rah. It's because I've been to the mountaintop. I've did it all. Me and Puerto Rico has been fighting this goddamn console war for 15 fucking years, brother. We've been there. We've done it. We've destroyed every Xbox fucking fanboy on earth. We've destroyed every PC guy on earth. Well, we don't fuck with Nintendo dudes. They're weird, but we've did it all, right? We've did it all. We've did it all. So that's why I give it to you, M. You're the new generation. You're the young guy, right? We're the OGs back here. You're the young guy. It's time for you. We pass the torch to you, brother. You go out and fight.
You should.
Exactly. You go out and do that. Dude, Puerto Rock's fucking retired. I'm fucking halfway there myself, right? Like in real life, retired. This brother's retired. I'm fucking almost there retired. We've done it all, man. So at this point, like, what else can I say? Like, fucking nobody's ever beat me. I'm undefeated. I can't cry over fucking being undefeated. Now, if I wake up tomorrow and Sony decide to give all our games to PlayStation, to Xbox, whatever, it's like, listen, there's nothing I can do about that. You know what? These fuckers they got 1 foot in the grave anyway, right? They'll probably be able to enjoy. Helldivers will be the last game they'll be able to enjoy before the fucking Satya pull the plug on that shit, right? It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. I would rather just pass that torch to you, to the new dudes that comes out. And like, even when I podcast, I let the younger guys get their shine in. I'm of that. I've been there. I've done that. I don't care. I've been through Jim Ryan. I've been through Sean Layton. I've been through your shit, Pauls. Yoshida and Ken Kutaragi and the rest of those guys, bro, fucking smashed all those guys. Pause. They fucking they smashed all the competitors. You know what I'm saying?
He said he ran through all of them. Yes, he ran through all of them.
Yeah, I guess I'm about to start picking up the weight. I'm about to pick up the slack.
I said pause. I said pause.
Nah, I said pause. That pause didn't do enough.
Okay, super pause, double pause.
You better rewind.
Triple pause. I said they smashed all the competitors. That's what I said. Oh no.
Oh man.
Listen, I put that on Baron.
ZB say you Nintendos are sexual deviants. Oh man.
No, but think about it.
All the executives.
Think about it.
Man, you lucky Craig left. You lucky he left the room. Right? Oh man.
Hey, Craig would have been like, oh man, he's like ready for the cheek busted.
Cheek busted.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I can only give you the real, right? I can only give you the real. Like, bro, like I'm even like Post Up retired a year ago, bro. I'm still trying to bring him in. I'm trying to bring the OGs back, man. This shit used to be fucking crazy. Puerto Rock done debated every person known to man. Right now, he can't even get people who's willing to debate, right? Like, at what point, what else do you want from the OGs? You know what I'm saying? We're just enjoying the fruits of our labor. I'm playing some Death Stranding 2. I'm playing that, getting ready. In 2 days, we got Ghost of Yotai. Dude, I'm just, and then right after that, we got Lost Soul Aside. You gotta enjoy the fruits of your work and your labor, right? We fought the good console war. We won it all. I don't know.
Shout out to J-Dub, because J-Dub, listen, you're exactly right. You're 100% right. You're 1,000% right. But here's the thing: in previous generations, we didn't send armaments to the enemy. because this is how you get ISIS.
I agree.
I'm telling you.
He said, "This is how you get ISIS."
This is how you get
agree.
ISIS. Here we are shipping weapons.
I agree.
We're giving weapons
I agree.
to the enemy, and then they're gonna come back and 9/11 everybody. Listen, I'm telling you, the PlayStation brand is in trouble.
This is how we got ISIS.
Let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you
Isn't it true?
No, yes. But listen to me, M. Everything that I just said, right? Hey, we've won everything, we've did everything. What if Sony feels like that? Hey, we've won everything, we've did everything, we've ran our competitors out, we've ran Nintendo out the fucking console lane, Xbox is fucking dead. We've did everything. They got 25, 30 million motherfuckers over there. We're gonna take their gamers. We're gonna entice them to come over to PlayStation. What if that? What if that's the case? I don't know if it is. I'm just throwing it out there.
Do you know what, J-Dub?
You already have them though.
When you have a
Xbox
good thing going, and then you start going your weapon, you start giving your weapons away to a small insurgent.
But what war? But what war?
This is how you get.
You're fighting a war that don't exist. Do you understand? Xbox will not have a console.
I'm trying to.
They literally are moving. No. Listen. M. Real talk. Think about it. 3 weeks ago, motherfuckers was out there talking about how they're going to get a ROG ally. Where I hope Doc Dark is fucking in the chat so he can hear this. Motherfuckers was out there talking about how they're going to go buy their next console is a ROG ally, something that you can go to Best Buy and buy right now, right? They're going to buy it because it has a fucking Xbox button on it and it has an Xbox sticker on it. And that's their console. That's their next generation. They've already hyped that. They've already hyping this with Steam. They've already moved on. What war are you? I'm just saying the war that you're fighting, the war that me and Puerto Rock fought for the last 15 years, brother, it no longer exists. They've already moved on to PC.
Here's the thing. J-Dub, listen. J-Dub,
no. I get it. Okay? I'm just talking to him specifically from the point of view
as a student that hated history, right? When I was in school, but now appreciates the wisdom that you can get from it. Let me tell you why. Listen, Rome was destroyed from the inside. All of these empires, they collapse from the inside. Okay, it is not outside forces that break empires. It is inside ones. You see, here's the thing. An emperor must play the role of a god, but his empire will crumble once he starts actually believing he is a god. Totoki believes he's a god, that he can just take our games and give them away with no repercussions. And that is how the downfall is going to be. Listen. PlayStation has never had to fight a fight on the inside. Oh, we are efficient. Listen. Oh, when it comes to destroying other people, you're right. We destroyed Xbox. I mean, listen, they're gonna buy trans devices and pretend to themselves those are Xboxes. I mean, I don't even know what we did there. That shit was like dropping the atomic bombs on Japan.
Hey, don't tweet that out. Don't tweet that out. They're gonna try to cancel you if you tweet that out. But that shit funny as hell, and it's true.
Listen. We what else do we do? To Nintendo, they don't even talk to us. You remember how they tried to have a search and then we just shut that shit down with the Nintendo Switch 2? They don't even talk anymore. Listen, we did it, right? Mobile phone gamers, not even to call themselves gamers. They play games and we're like, yeah, you're not gamers. And they accept it. We got that shit on lock. Okay? PC gamers, listen, they are like it's weird because they're just so fucking weird that we don't even know. We're gonna devise something for them, okay? We're still making sure we're gonna crush them, okay? But we have so much attention from them, they don't even talk about their own rivalries. There's no NVIDIA versus AMD podcasts. Like, honestly, we get all the attention. But listen, all of those are external forces, J-Dub. We have an army that is it's great at handling external threats. Fantastic, best in the world. But what about the internal ones? We've never had an internal threat like Donald Trump. Okay, I'm in Totoki. There you go. There you go. Same thing. We have a president that is completely inept at governing the empire we've built. And that is how the fall begins. Look at all of the empires. Most of them died for internal reasons. And I'm telling you, PlayStation is facing a threat they've never faced before into Turkey. Now, listen, either we can cut off the emperor's head and put someone else.
You gotta treat him like Caesar.
Listen, that's what I'm saying.
Who's Brutus?
I want to be Brutus. I want to be him. Listen. I want to put Herman Holtz in charge. At this point, shit. I just want the man gone. But that's the thing. That's the thing. History doesn't lie, and all of these empires crumble once these emperors actually start believing that God.
You know what? You know what's the messed up part about it? And I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't disagree with you. Is that it's going to be impossible to get rid of Hiroki Totoki, and the reason because all the shareholders are going to say, "Why would I get rid of somebody when our stock price is as high as it's ever been? Our divisions are doing as better than they've ever been." Yeah,
version of Satya.
And so, yeah, absolutely. And so, listen, all I can say is, listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. If they decide,
listen, J-Dub, let's listen to history again, okay? This time, let's take a page out of the history book of my favorite colonizers, the French. Okay, those guys were under a royal empire they didn't particularly like, and they went to marry Antoinette. That shit. That's all I'm saying. Once the people know the truth, good things can happen. If we're going to go to the other side of the pond where you hail from, once these people knew that the British government was always going to keep them under the boot, they went for a little revolutionary war. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a revolution now. People have to know
with our wallets.
Exactly.
That's the only thing that matters.
Before we speak with our wallets, we have to be honest with ourselves. We don't like exclusives going nowhere else.
Yeah.
That is still fundamentally true. That's the first thing we got to accept. And listen, then we can get to Turkey fired. Okay? Yeah. That's what we need. We need Sony to know that if they mess with PlayStation, we're going for the man at the top. I don't want Herman Holtz. I don't want Nishino's head. I want Turkeys.
I think what it's going to take, and I'm going to be honest, it's not going to be Helldivers 2. It's gonna take a Spider-Man or a God of War or something like that for the masses to just fucking rise up and be like, no more money. That's what it's gonna take. It's never the little thing. You remember when that Lego Horizon, people thought that was gonna be it, and it's like, because most PlayStation gamers were gonna buy that shit anyway, right? So they didn't care. And maybe that's my point of view, right? For example, the reason I don't care is because it's Helldivers 2. That's not enough to get me. It's not. I don't care enough about it. But a God of War, a God of War or a Spider-Man or fucking Gran Turismo, something like that would be enough to get me out of fucking bed. That would be enough to fucking make me not buy games and not do this and not do that. Absolutely. So we have to find gamers would have to find a common denominator that would make them do that. Because there's, again, as angry as you are, as angry as Porter Rock and other people are about the decision to bring Helldivers 2, that's still only such a small group because the majority of people didn't give a fuck about Helldivers 2. But I guarantee you.
So for me, it's not. It is Helldivers. It's not about. Let me say this.
Sorry. Oh, by the way, no, go ahead first.
It's not. It's about Helldivers 2, but it's for me, what it is it's a crack in the dam. That's what it is. Because again, just like I'm not using, so no cap, outside of console war, I'm not using any logic that I didn't use with Xbox. I'm using the same thought process. That's what's funny. Yeah. I'm not creating any new thing specific to PlayStation. I'm using the same simple logic I look at Xbox. Mm-hmm. So when they presented the first 4 and people came up to me saying, no, it's first 4, it's like service or second party. And I'm like, but Sea of Thieves like service. I'm thinking, okay, so like explain to me this. And I said this to D, it does not make sense for Microsoft to say, hey, Rare, with your live service game, we're going to give you the opportunity to make more money. But then when they look at the other first party games, you can't get that opportunity. That doesn't make because of some exclusives. I'm like, the some exclusives doesn't make sense. Either you have exclusives or you don't have exclusives, right? Your strategy. If exclusives is your strategy, then all your titles should be exclusive because that's they all represent your brand in total. It's not, well, these games represent a brand, but they don't have to be exclusives. While these specific titles, that was the same logic Xbox guy was doing. I'm like, hold on. So Microsoft is going to give Sea of Thieves opportunity to make more money, Rare. So Rare gets to make more money, but 343, Coalition, Turn 10, and any other studio, they don't get the opportunity to make money. I'm like, I don't see a shareholder strategies. Like, that doesn't make sense to a strategy, to a shareholder. Imagine going to a shareholder saying, oh, only Rare is going to make more money, but 343 is not going to make more money. The shareholder's going to be like, why? Like, why? Oh, because we need some exclusives, like a few exclusives.
Damn.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if I was a shareholder, I'm like, the hell are you talking about? Either we make money or we're not. Like, so instead of all the titles being exclusive to sell consoles, some exclusives are going to sell consoles? Like, what? Either exclusives are going to sell consoles or they're not. Like, there's no halfway in between. So with Helldivers going on Xbox, making money, then why wouldn't you want 343? Why wouldn't you want Insomniac to make more money? Why wouldn't you want Santa Monica? Like, for example, Horizon Zero Dawn. The game came out in 2017. It's 8 years old. So why wouldn't you want, Guerrilla to make more money off an 8-year-old game? That's how I see it. That's the conversation I see Totoki and the shareholders are having. The game doesn't sell no more. It's already maxed out on PlayStation. It's maxed out on PC. So you're just going to let Helldivers make money, but not Guerrilla with an 8-year-old game? That's how I'm thinking about this, right? And then that's how they're thinking about it. They'll be like, yeah, we're going to make money off an 8-year-old game. Like, who's going to stop us? Like, now all of a sudden, after 80+ million console sales, people are going to stop playing PlayStation 5? No. They're gonna say the same thing that they said with PC. Why are you guys so mad over an 8-year-old game? It's an 8-year-old game. You guys already played it. Well, like this prints money, and this helps fund new games, even though we're not seeing funding new games. You know what I'm saying? They're going to repeat the same bullshit, right? And then they're going to be like, oh, man, you know what? Everybody's fine. And then this is the one thing that I said is you're no longer a first-party provider that focuses on your hardware. Your first-party providers become multi-platform providers. But you're not really focused on. Sure, you might do a little thing here and there, but your box is generic. And I always said, when a console becomes generic, then you might as well get PC, because PC is by far the best generic box. If you're talking about generic boxes, you can't beat PC. Look how let me put it to you this way. And of course, PlayStation don't give a fuck. Let me show you how crazy these motherfuckers are. They don't give a fuck, right? One, they didn't put it on PlayStation Plus. Everybody damage control. Hell, they didn't like my video. Oh, Puerto Rock rental service. Did you guys realize? You want to know that the real crazy shit? You actually save money playing Helldivers on Xbox than your own platform. Because to get just basic online is $60 a year with Game Pass Core. PS Plus Essentials $80 a year. You're spending more money to play Helldivers on PlayStation than on goddamn Xbox. Technically speaking, the cheapest way, well, forget it, they raised the price. But if Microsoft never raised their price on their console, the cheapest way to play Helldivers would have been on the Xbox Series S and $60 a year. Tell me that's not a fuck you to your own fan base. Technically speaking, PlayStation could have been the most expensive way to play Helldivers because it's free on PC. If they never would have raised the price on the Series S, $300, $60 a year, PlayStation would have been the most expensive way to play Helldivers on your own first-party games. Tell me that shit's not crazy. You see what I'm saying?
What's even more crazy?
No, wait, hold on one last thing. This is what I'm talking about. The same shit happened to the Xbox guys. I'm gonna tell you, be honest, you were right, Jay. You're right, J-Dub. Xbox guys won this console war. But not because of they made us cry. It's because PlayStation guys, some of these fanboys, are more dumber than the Xbox guys. At least the Xbox guys, they didn't see anybody in the downfall. I know we talk about Sega, but nobody really saw the day-to-day downfall because there was no social media, there was no Twitter. It was just historical, Sega flop, and the console then. But we didn't see like the day-to-day thing. With Xbox, we saw the day-to-day bullshit that ultimately led to the downfall. The little things. Even something as simple as, oh shit, they put Gears Tactics first on PC before their own console. Okay. Damn. Oh look, they put an exclusive game on PC Game Pass, but it's not on console. Hell, even something as simple as Death Stranding went to PC first on Game Pass. When it finally went to Xbox, nope, not on Game Pass. You got to pay for it. You see, it's those little tiny signs that you're like, wait a minute. You couldn't even see these small minute details that like, wait a minute. You're making your console look stupid. Bad enough you're putting the games on PC? Okay, fine. Multiplayer, ecosystem. But you're actually making your console look stupid by putting games first on PC. Even first-party games first went on PC first. Timed exclusives on PC before your own console. Those little things, I'm like, yo, these dudes don't give a fuck. Now, Helldivers is cheaper than Xbox. Yours sounds stupid, but that's something Sony should have noticed. Like, wait, hold up. I'm going to put this on Xbox that their cheapest tier is $60. Our cheapest tier is $80. We got to do something to balance this out. You know what? Put it on PS Plus, extra premium. They brag about it. The game's over a year old. They could have announced in June, hey, July, boom, Helldivers on. They don't even have to put it on extra. Keep it at the most expensive tier, premium. Who knows? Maybe you would have gotten the extra guys to be like, you know what? I'm going to bump up my tier. Just to have access to this game, so fuck it. I'm going to be a premium guy. Look at that. Simple. You get all the players, and then you announce the Xbox. But not even that. Not even looking out for the people you brag about. Sony said their number one source of revenue is subscriptions and MTX and shit. Or it's the fucking subscription guys that they love. And you won't even look out for them. Meanwhile, $60 to play Helldivers. $80 on PlayStation. It's those little stupid moves I see. Like, this is the same stupid moves on Xbox. The only difference is Xbox gamers didn't have another brand that they could look and be like, man, these are stupid moves and this is happening to us. No, they were the first contact. They were patient zero. Mm-hmm. So they suffered all these stupid moves and we saw it. But you would think PlayStation gamers would be like, hold up. I've seen patient zero go through these minute bullshits. Now, it looks like we're going through it. Nope. Not only are they not noticing, they stuck a needle, pulled blood from patient zero, and stuck it in their own necks. They want the disease. These guys are having sex with the outbreak monkey. Like, don't you see? It's the same shit. Man. Literally, it's like we're literally going through the same steps. We're literally going through the same steps as Xbox. Little bit by bit, and we're gonna end up in the same road. The only difference is, are you smart enough to notice it or not? Now, I'm not saying jump off the PlayStation train, but just as Extreme says, just as long as you're honest, you could just say, listen, I prefer PlayStation simple. I don't want to worry about 5090s or updating drivers or play on keyboard or have a huge excessive big box. I want some simple shit. Give me some shit and fuck it. I don't really give a fuck. That's cool. But then just say that. Oh, just say whatever. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. Just give me something simple. Right. I don't want to deal with going to a Russian website to figure out why my power supply is. That's cool. But let's just all admit PlayStation little by little, and I will say it's because of one thing. It really comes from the same place. You got a CEO who don't give a fuck other than profits. They're not them dudes that care about PlayStation brand, the longevity of the brand, and like the legacy of the brand. They're not about that. Nintendo is. Nintendo's the last one that actually cares about a legacy that they'll even cut their own salary. You think Totoki's gonna cut his own salary to make sure studio survives? Never.
Never.
You think?
No.
Get
Never.
the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. Nintendo would. They done it. They done it. They cut their own salaries so that way they could keep developers because they knew you need developers to make games. And if we're going to get out of this hole, we need developers to bring the games to get us out of this hole. Sony could never. They'll lay off more people just to make sure the profits stay up. I mean, that's how it is.
And right.
That's their job.
Right. You know, there's only a matter of time before the big wigs in Disney say, you know what? That Spider-Man movie didn't make that much money. How about you put it on Xbox and put it all around the place so we could get some
That's
money
not even Disney. That's a Sony thing. They'll do that themselves. They ain't gotta wait for Disney. They'll do that shit themselves.
Disney got some stake in it. Only Sony owns is the movie rights.
Listen, I'll be honest. I think Disney is more than happy with how Sony because almost every other Disney shit. I mean, almost every other Marvel shit is like a flop. Like I'll be honest. Outside of Spider-Man, I can't really think of a very successful Marvel game. Maybe Shadows, Rise of Suns, Dark Suns, Rivals. Look, that's it.
On
Rivals.
everything.
Wolverine got to be
so you can see.
I put some money on that.
Midnight Suns, maybe, but I barely hear anything. Like, really,
No,
but I will say Sony will make that move. Sony will make that
Midnight
move.
Suns was a flop.
Yeah, Midnight Suns
was it flop? Yeah, so look at that. But I'll be honest, Totoki is Satya Nadella. They're cut from the same cloth. It's all about 100%. The profits. You know, I think a lot of people, I think some of these new age, you know, I think the system for profit now is like, hey, we're not guaranteed to have PlayStation forever, so whatever we could get now, we'll get it until the wheels fall off, which is kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You feel the brand's not going to be there forever, it won't. You're literally going to destroy it. So they'll be like, I'm going to eat now.
From the inside.
I'm going to eat now.
From the head.
I can't guarantee profits in 2029 or 2030 or 2035, but I can guarantee profits today. I think that's just how it is. So at the end, you know.
I was the first one on this podcast that said that this whole notion that PC gamers could get to play Helldivers for free while PlayStation gamers had to pay was ridiculous. I made a video about that. It blew up on Twitter. People acted like I was acting crazy. Even though I wasn't asking Sony to charge PC gamers, I was saying exempt this one game from that requirement so that there is parity, so that the person that invested in your ecosystem doesn't feel like a second-class citizen. You guys let that slide. As a PlayStation fan base, you let that slide. You didn't make... Listen, you guys got them to reverse the cost on Horizon and charge you $10 for an upgrade. You could have gotten them to make sure that Helldivers 2 is available free to play on the internet. But guess what? If ever Xbox removes the requirement to have online being paid,
to play Helldivers,
you will once again have another platform where you can get Helldivers to pay once and pay for free. And that's the thing. You've let Sony has put that in someone else's hands now, yet again. Because they've been rumored for the longest time that, they are going to take away the requirement that you have to pay to play online. And you know that Sony is not going to be the first people to do it. They're not. They're going to hold on to this pay online requirement until people force them to. Okay? Just like cross progression. But if Microsoft has a lot less to lose, less players, less fan base, they can use the PR move in their favor, right? Especially when I'm going to come out with this Xbox PC hybrid narrative thing, right? Helldivers 2 is going to run on that. And it will be yet again another platform where it's available with free online. And they could do the exact same thing at any point for their console, and you will again have yet another egg on your face. PlayStation gamers, okay? I speak over here because, we're trying to make this show fun and entertaining for you. So I use a lot of analogies, I use a lot of things just to make it go down easy. But hear the truth in what we've been saying, okay?
You just want to go down easy.
It
just goes down easy.
Get it
What
ready.
is going on in this podcast?
Pause. But listen, what Podork said is exactly the thing that I've been telling you. Empires fall from the inside, and we just saw an empire fall. I mean, we caused it, so we know what happened. We engineered that shit. But I'm telling you, don't be like J-Dub. Don't be saying, hey, we did it, we won everything. Because when you start giving weapons, you start arming the rebels on the other side. That shit never works out well, ever in history. Why are you giving weapons away? You're giving jump drives to the rebellion. Why? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't do that. Don't share your technology. Don't share it. Don't share it. Now they can zip around your galaxy and eventually blow up your Death Star. Now you look stupid. Now you look stupid. Why did you give them jump drives? Why did you let them warp? You let them fall time and space? Why? Because you won? Now your Death Star's blowing up. Now you're Darth Vader and you've been thrown out the chute. Now look what happened. Now they have to retcon you just to bring you back. Now Darth Maul is dead, but they have to try to bring him back again. Listen. Listen. PlayStation is in a perilous path, okay? And play this out over 10 or 20 years. There is no way the PlayStation brand remains a strong player while giving away its exclusives. It has nothing but its exclusives. You know that PC will always be more flexible in both performance and budget. It will always be longer. Backwards compatibility will always be longer on PC, right? Even if you take away every other console competitor, take away Nintendo even. What does PlayStation have to offer if all of the games are going across town? And guess what? Not every PC game comes back the other way. Oh no, you want to play League of Legends? Oh, that's on that. Valve, whether they make it themselves or they just let other people publish on their platform, they have de facto exclusives that will never make their way to console. So if a person starts thinking, wait, I could play World of Warcraft and Horizon and The Last of Us and Intergalactic, and all of that is on PC. By the PlayStation 6, I'm telling you.
Brandon Holiday, Extreme, my guy, say listen again. I dare you. I double dare you, mother effer. I say listen again one more time. Great show so far, guys. 100. Brandon Holiday, thank you for another super chat. Says, I hope this doesn't happen, but I hope these Xbox top dogs hired some protection. One of those 9,000 laid off devs might say F it and beat the next week. Oh, man, nah, we not doing... Yo, this dude, he's talking about, what is it, Luigi Manzoni, whatever? Oh, hey, listen, man, this dude was... Yo, Holiday, you wild for that one, bro. Yo, this... Oh, man.
I've got a target in Japan we could take out.
Oh, man. Y'all wilding on this one. Y'all hyping violence. Glassdoor Gamer. Thank you for the super says, we like to think gaming will change, but it's the same cycle I've seen all my life. Two consistent console brands with their fan bases while PC fades in and out of focus. Same story. No, PC, like this is the first time, like this generation, where so much is going to PC from a first party. Usually PC will be in its own la la land, right? Wouldn't see like PlayStation. I mean, Nintendo still doesn't have that. But Nintendo officially doesn't support PC. Mic is cutting out? Is it?
Yeah, you're gonna have to fix the
yours was doing the same a while ago.
Oh man, nah, come on. Now we both look like amateurs.
It's the outbreak monkey. That's what we got.
I'm telling you. We're the only two trying to warn the people, and that's what they're trying to do.
That shit's, we got, it's 28.
You got tired of y'all talking crazy.
It's 28 days later. we got the vids and shit right there, right? But let's finish up the last topic, right? Screw Game Pass. But the last thing, Microsoft canceled some big titles. 9,000 laid off. I'll be honest, Perfect Dark made sense. They didn't have a game. And the initiative, that dev studio was bullshit from the get-go. And you know what? Damn, Craig Lucky, he not here. Because he said, they can't lie. Phil, what the fuck was Phil playing? Remember 2-3 years ago? He's like, I'm here playing the Initiative's new project. What was that project you playing? And Craig said they can't lie. Motherfucker lied. He said he was right there like this. He was right there like this. Checking out Initiative's new game. What new game? Even the reveal was fake. That shit wasn't even a real game, bro. And Craig said they don't lie.
5 months ago.
A whole acting job. Playing a blank screen.
5 months ago. He said that he was playing Everwild.
That
was in February. He said he was playing Everwild.
You know he was capping.
Craig Lucky. He said, "Oh, they can't lie. Are you kidding me? They doing whole skits in front of us. Whole skits lying in front of us. Anyway, but yo, I'm gonna ask J-Dub, bro. Forza Motorsport. Is Doc Dark still in the chat? His most played game by hours on Xbox is Forza Motorsport.
After South
Xbox and Microsoft said, "Fuck you and your hours. We're not making this shit no more." Hey, you let Dark know that. Clip this.
Yeah,
Clip this. I'm gonna say it again. Jessica, I'm gonna say it again. Doc, your most played game on Xbox is Forza Motorsport. Microsoft said, "Fuck you and your playtime. We ain't making this shit no more."
That's when I ultimately knew that it was no saving Xbox. It was over. There's just no sense. Because I still own the very first Forza, and obviously I've purchased every single Forza Motorsport after that. Over the years, it has been some back and forth and stuff like that with Gran Turismo and Forza, and Forza was a great franchise, man. And
I was their most consistent.
The most consistent.
All games they
it's the
ever
big three.
Made.
It's the tempo. It's the big three tempo.
But it's even more consistent than Gears and Halo. That was the most consistent game out of all of their games. Always a high Metacritic. Always cutting the graphic edge.
The average Metacritic of Forza is like a 88. That's the average over 25 years. Over 25 years, that's the average Metacritic score. That's you can't speak highly enough of that. But I don't know, that's just disheartening to see that game is going to be no more. They're going to move over to be a support studio for Playground Games and Fable and stuff like that. That is fuck. And I'm the racing guy, bro. That's fuck. Listen, put a rock. I got all this fucking Forza Motorsport racing rigs. I'm going to Polyphony Digital over here, right?
You ain't gonna have me as support.
Yeah, and they have dedicated Forza Motorsports channels, and that's what they do. The esports racing and stuff, they do that, and they're all like, "Fuck it." They're already showing pictures and stuff of their PlayStation 5s and Gran Turismo, and they're pissed. They're pissed. I'm gonna be honest. As much as I joke about Xbox and shit, that was one game I didn't think that they would ever. That was a tempo. That was one of even when Halo would fuck up and be trash, you could always count on Forza. And for that's when I knew the writing was on the wall. There was just the most consistent franchise for Xbox in his history. More so than Halo. And I think right now, I guess we can say Gears is going to be just that only one that can kind of be consistent. But I don't know. Forza 5 is the lowest one.
That was the lowest one, 79, right? But then they bounced back with 6 with an 87.
Yeah.
And oh man, look at this
again.
Yeah,
Forza was a 92. You can say what you want.
The second was a 90. The third was a 92. The fourth was a 91.
And here's the thing: every platform, I don't care what you make, every platform has to have a racer. You just have to. Nintendo got it. They got fucking Mario Kart, right? They launched their next generation with a what? With their racer. With the racer. Fucking PlayStation. Their number one franchise in history is what? It's a fucking racer. Right?
You guys.
Listen, and in Forza, bro, I'm telling you.
You gamers are sick.
I'm telling you, man.
You guys got issues.
Listen, man. It is platforms. What it is.
What is it about racing?
Racing because it's a worldwide thing, man.
Listen, get in your car and sign up for Lyft or Uber. Get paid to drive at least.
So when I say Xbox is out of there, they're done. Like, is that like it don't matter. You can't recover from this. This is over. This is the farewell. This is them letting you know this is it. This is over. They don't have a racer anymore, right? Or motorsport race. Now, so here's the thing. Maybe, right? And I'm getting the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're like, hey, listen, our sales from Forza Motorsport hasn't been really that good for the last couple of years. So maybe Forza Horizon, the arcade game, right? The open world arcade. Maybe that'll hold us down. But that team is making Fable right now. So you can't, they're making a whole nother game. So effectively, there is no race on it. If Fable don't come out, then Playground Games is done.
They canceled Perfect Dark, right?
Yeah, that's
Contraband.
True. That's true. Yeah, damn, man, that's.
You ever heard anything about Fable?
It's fucked up. Yeah, and guess what? They didn't. Did they show Fable at this summer event?
No,
I don't think they showed Fable.
No,
See,
right? They didn't show Fable this year, right?
So Microsoft just said the games that we showed
they didn't show Fable this year, right?
They're safe. They didn't show it this year. They didn't show it this year.
They didn't.
They didn't.
No.
So that game could potentially be the same thing. So not only did you close down Turn 10, but I'm hoping and praying they didn't close down Playground Games. But if they close down Playground Games, then that's
if Fable gets canceled. Oh,
bruh.
Oh,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy out here, man.
But that's looking good for Team Roadmap.
Listen, good for Team Roadmap. You know that screenshot? You know that screenshot that they showed you?
It's looking fantastic.
You know that that screenshot that they're always posting with like all the studios and all the games and stuff.
Them shits were closed or canceled.
Bro,
yeah,
90% of that shit is out of there with X-Red.
X is on.
What games do they have left? Blade is canceled, right? Blade, Contraband, Perfect Dark that we know now. Avowed.
No, you ain't get a new Motorsport.
Everwild. We're not getting Forza, right? So we can hang that up. What else? They closed down a lot of shit, man. I'll be honest. They even started they even laid off the Call of Duty people.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
Listen.
Raven, all from all three of them.
You know what that is? When you lay off dudes that make Call of Duty, then who's safe?
Yes,
safe?
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody's safe.
I thought Call of Duty was the breadwinner. How do you lay off the breadwinner?
Exactly.
They're the ones that supposedly keep the lights on, right?
They should be safer than anybody else.
Listen,
and Sony didn't want them to come over there, man. They
listen, man. I don't know, man. I don't. What is coming out? We don't know what's coming out for Xbox. And I don't know, man. It's spooky city over there, and that's why I say it's. I think it's just irreparable damage. It's just irreparable damage. The developers, people right now don't even want to go to Microsoft. Matter of fact, who is that? Somebody just did a video.
Pissed off. They're pissed off.
They're saying
a lot of people pissed off.
Whatever you do, don't go work for Microsoft. They're like horrible, like. So if I'm a developer, I'm going to stay away from that. So now it's going to be hard for Microsoft to get developers to come over there and want to work on the game. Exactly. So now that's going to lead to poor morale. That's going to lead to poor development of games. That's going to it's that's why I said I think not that they're getting out of gaming altogether. The hardware is already done. They're already done. They've already outsourced that to third party. But could you see a future where Satya was just like, hey, listen, we just want to sell off the studios and the IPs that we have now, and then we'll just move on to something else. We'll use that money for. Do you think that's a way, or do you think they'll just kind of limp?
That could be a possibility where they don't care about gaming. They'll just sell off. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen to Digital Foundry real quick, just on what you're talking about.
I think at this point, no company should ever allow themselves to be acquired by Microsoft. If you're a gaming company, don't do it. Stay out of it. It's a bad deal. People were saying this during the Activision stuff. Everyone that supported that was wrong completely. If we supported it, we were wrong. This was a big mistake. All of this stuff. I think at this point.
Oh man, yo, that's wild. That is wild.
He said we supported it,
we were wrong. Oh man, this is wild, bro. Gaming is turned crazy, man. Life was so simple. During the Genesis and Super Nintendo days.
Yeah,
it
is sad, man.
Beating the shit out of each other. Oh man, that was the golden era of console war.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's wild.
Here's the thing. The companies got too big. they started making too much money, and now they have to consistently every quarter make that money, push for the next. It's all about the dollars. It's less about the products. But as a gamer, they have to sell us their products, and they started with these services and shit like that where they can make up the money. Where it's like, hey, we make so much money off the service, where eventually we'll get there with the games, but we're still making money. So the games damn near come like a secondary effect. In fairness, I think you've been kind of saying this for a while. Like even look at Sony. They've released some a lot of games this gen, but we're still waiting on a lot of other stuff. And could it be that, hey, they're making so much money, like you say, off of microtransactions, off of services and their store and stuff like that, like they can afford to fucking not have to feel like they're in a rush. That's big corporation action being done. That's big corporation saying, all right, we'll get around to it, or we'll do this. That's Microsoft saying, hey, yeah, we know we spent $100 billion on these shit right here. And yes, the gamer deserves great games and shit like that, but all that shit is secondary to us making sure our stat sheet looks great in the next 3 months. I think that's an industry problem. But ultimately, that's a gamer problem because that's going to lead to less games for us. That's going to lead to shittier games for us. That's just going to lead to, again, right now, it seems like there's a negative fog in the gaming industry and stuff like that. And, sometimes it comes and goes, and sometimes they can repair them. It can kind of repair itself, fix itself. I think everything is going to be okay because we're at that halfway point. We're getting to that point where the games that we're looking forward to, the big blockbuster games, the games that we really care about, they're going to start releasing, and hopefully that kind of helps fix some of this stuff because we'll feel like, hey, we finally get value for that dollar that we've spent. We're finally getting some payoff for, we waited this long. We're finally getting it. Or maybe gamers are just like, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to find another hobby. And so I don't know. I don't know. This game is shit so many different ways, man.
Let me show y'all. Let me show audience why y'all. This was console war.
The Sega Genesis has blast processing. Super Nintendo doesn't. So what's blast processing do?
Look at this.
Golden arrow.
And what if you don't have blast processing?
The good old console war.
Hey, yo! Hey! What the fuck was that? It's so Mario Kart, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this was beautiful. Man, this was beautiful. Sega was on it. Here's another one. Sega was on it, but this is why I was a Sega fanboy, bro. Sega was on one. They gave no fucks. Look at this one.
When Nintendo? Yeah, I remember those days, man.
Sega does with Nintendo.
Seen all morning. Check this out. Brand new 16-bit
I remember those commercials
Super
very
Nintendo
well.
Super Mario World. Wow!
Oh, what's this one?
Oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis. Hey, look at these radical colors, huh?
Wow, Sonic's fast too.
No,
Oh yeah, I remember that commercial.
I like Genesis, and it costs a lot less.
But kid, that game
I'll
there.
take Sonic and Genesis.
I knew that.
Sonic the Hedgehog. More action, more speed. Sega Genesis, it's a whole lot more for less.
Hey, Puerto Rock. They don't remember when Crash Bandicoot used to sit outside of Nintendo's studio, their headquarters, calling Mario out. Come on out, plumber boy.
Oh yeah.
Come on out, plumber boy. You know what I'm saying? With the megaphone. That was the console. These companies was console warring their ass off, and when nobody crying and complaining, stuff console warring. That was the shit.
Oh yeah.
You know that, man.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find that commercial. He was starting some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a bunch of them.
Come on, plumber boy. That shit, bro. You was a PlayStation fan back then. That shit was music to your ears.
I think it's this one.
That made me want to get a PlayStation. Sure,
yes, it's this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that shit is hilarious. Shit, y'all, see, this is
yeah. They don't remember that, Puerto Rock. They don't remember that.
You had to be there for that. You had to be there.
Hey, plumber boy, mustache man, your worst nightmare
Right
has
outside Nintendo
arrived.
Studio.
Pack up your stuff. I got a little
That's crazy.
surprise for you here. Check it out. What do you think about that? We got real-time, 3D, lush organic environments. How's that make you feel, buddy?
That Moto, I remember that game.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. You're hurting my elbow.
Yeah, this bring me back memories. I'm glad they got that in the PlayStation store now.
No, Bandicoot is an Australian name.
Look, you know what's crazy?
Hey, plumber boy with the mustache. What you doing? I got something for you.
Bro, that shit was so, man, that shit was epic back then.
Yo, that's
I ain't gonna lie, man. Some tell me when Sega kind of left, that kind of really just, I don't know. That was a void that I'm not gonna say that Xbox didn't do a good job with filling that role.
But
it is the truth. Xbox, it had a good, it had a good little run. It just was not
Phil
Sega,
Spencer, man.
They were just
Sega was in a world of his own, especially the
Sega was
Dreamcast,
just,
bro.
Yeah.
Yo, the Dreamcast
was
had like first party games.
It was ahead of his time.
Once Peter Moore left,
first party game.
Yeah.
More left.
Once
That's it, bro.
Jay Allen, Peter Moore, all those guys, it was a rap, man.
That motherfucker had a Halo 3 tattoo, bro. He was bowing.
Yeah.
He was on it. That dude was
Let me
on
ask
it.
you, what was the death of the Dreamcast anyway? I loved it, that system.
PlayStation.
Man.
Man, it was ahead of its time.
Everybody,
Sega of America and Sega Japan was fighting amongst each other, and they went.
So it was a lot. So one Sega did it. It's like the inside. Pretty much what Extreme said. They created too many products that were failures. 32X, Sega 3D.
Yeah.
The Saturn.
Yeah, that's the Japan versus America.
Nomad. Y'all remember the Nomad?
Yep, the Nomad.
Sega CD. Game Gear. Sega CD.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So way too many hardware. And listen,
Saturn,
a lot of the hardware,
a
lot of the hardware was designed to sell software. Sega CD. It failed, so obviously you ain't selling no games. 32X. That failed, so obviously you ain't selling no 32X games. Sega 3D. Obviously the 3D games weren't selling because that failed, right? Nomad games can't sell. Game Gear, or a lot of that stuff just wasn't selling. So Dreamcast was great, but they didn't have the money to sustain it. And then little things, right? Like EA saying, nah, we're not putting Madden on this because they could have come to terms with online.
Yeah.
Then Grand Theft Auto launch. I'm sorry.
Yep.
PlayStation 2 launching Grand Theft Auto 3 along with
that was it.
Metal Gear, Devil May Cry, Twisted Metal Black, Silent Hill 2. Sony won the console war in 2001.
Yeah.
That lineup, boy.
That was it.
You ain't. That was that shit was fucking. You can't beat that lineup. You couldn't beat.
And
at the end of 2001, it was over.
Isn't it?
It was Shadow Drop. It was Shadow Drop too.
They that really pissed off the retailers. Because they shuttle dropped it during E3. They say you get it today, but they didn't have time for marketing. They didn't have shelf space and all that stuff. So Babbage's at the time, or it's GameStop now, but back then it was Electronic Boutique and Toys R Us and all that. They didn't have time to do that, so they was like, "Fuck it, we're just not going to carry it." So they kind of shot themselves. But that's that argument between Sega of America versus Sega Japan. Sega of America wanted to do the 32X thing. Sega Japan wanted to move on to the next generation on their Neptune platform, whatever that ended up being, the Sega Saturn. And it was just bad business amongst each other.
You do the super chats.
Go ahead.
Glassdoor Gamer says, "You guys think Microsoft isn't going to screw around with PC now? Guess who's the outbreak monkey? I seen them do it before. Oh shit." Glinzer, Perfect Dark describes the Xbox future. Glassdoor Gamer with the super chat. Fable was always a fable. You guys remember how the original had a bunch of BS features they said would be in game? Yeah, I remember that. When I played the first one, how everything was supposed to grow, I'm like, wait a minute. Shout out to MASH. Gifted 10 memberships out. So, hey, 10 of you receive memberships. Please give them a thanks. And everybody, give MASH a shout out. Thank you so much, MASH. I appreciate it. Thank you for looking out. MASH is for the peoples. John Baptiste. John Baptiste with the $10. Last Forza Motorsport was garbage. there were more people bragging about the game than the people that were playing it. The required microtransactions for some of these cars were $40. Oh, Lord.
Damn.
Damn, I ain't realized
Yeah,
that either.
and
I
they
ain't
Those
used
are
even
to
know about that.
supersized.
Was
Those
it
are
really like
supersized
that?
transactions.
Was it really like
Yeah.
that, J-Dub?
Jesus Christ.
$40
Yeah,
DLC?
but you know what happened? They tried to spin it on Gran Turismo and say, hey, they got microtransactions in theirs, and some of these cars in these games are $40 and $50, and because it's comparable to real world in the game. So that's just how that is. They kind of scapegoated over that, but obviously, all the shit they were
A
spitting
PlayStation, you
came
could
back
earn
and
the
bit them
cars
in the
though.
ass.
You don't have
Absolutely,
to. You don't have to buy
do
it.
not have to. You do
Just
not have to
play the
spend any
game.
money at all. Yeah, just race.
Exactly.
Race
Yep.
the
And
game.
the
Get good.
Grind
momentum
it
is
the
also
regular
pretty
way.
good.
Get good
Yeah.
at them left turns.
And you get a shitload of money like
Turn
all
right
the
also.
time, like for
Turn
just
right.
for racing, like a lot of money. Like you don't have to
Left.
grind.
Especially if you get your license. If you get your licenses too,
Yeah.
you make more money when you get them
Yeah.
licenses right. Oh, I know about. Look, I'm OG Gran
That's
Turismo,
it.
man.
That's
So I
it.
know.
That's it. Just that way. Yeah.
I know. I'm OG Gran Turismo, man. So I know about it.
Yeah.
I like
Yo,
part
listen.
two. Part two is my
I'm an
favorite.
OG hater of Gran Turismo.
As you
Really?
should
Oh
be.
man, I
You know,
love
Puerto
Gran
Rico,
Turismo, man.
he
Oh,
hates
you
cars.
knew
I heard
that.
the,
You
I
knew
love
I heard
Gran
the best.
Turismo.
Listen, let me tell you how much I hate driving.
Man, rock
That the
hate
best
racing
news I
games,
saw.
man.
I'm gonna tell you. And listen, I'm gonna tell you the best news I heard today. So I'm gonna get this day one just because of this. I'm gonna support this feature. So Mafia, the old country, you can skip the driving segments.
That's crazy.
This
Then I'm
dude
gonna buy
here, man.
5
I
copies,
swear, man.
and I'm gonna give 4
I
more away. We need to
I
have
swear.
that. We need to have that more games.
Man.
Skip. All right, drive to this point. Skip. I don't even want to walk to places anymore.
Oh,
Just
my
beam me
God.
directly to the next area.
Oh, man.
Yo, you can skip driving and that's it. I'm playing that game. That shit could be a 50 Metacritic. That shit's a 90 to me. You can skip all this driving. Skip.
man.
I'm gonna fast forward that sucker. That's what I'm talking
Hey,
about.
You know what?
Yo.
There's no
man.
driving play obscure. There you
Oh,
go.
look at that. One win.
More reason.
Oh man. Gordo P23. I really hope they didn't fire all those people to replace them with AI, because if that's the case, then that is absolutely horrifying. It was like 15,000 people.
That Microsoft said that's what they're doing. Like they said
listen,
that.
they did.
There's
and to
no
be
guessing.
fair,
That's what they're
a
doing.
lot of people are doing that, man. Companies are
And-
doing that. AI
And
is,
not only that, Puerto Rock, but Microsoft told all of their employees to use more AI. They've been trying to get you to use that goddamn it's not Cortana. What's that fucking AI
Copilot?
shit they have?
Copilot?
Copilot. Yeah, they want them to use Copilot. As a matter of fact, one of the guys tweeted out, "Hey, if you're going through a bad time right now due to layoffs and stuff like that,
emotional support
just use
with AI.
Yeah, emotion. Just use your Copilot and I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
Are you
that's messed
fucking
up.
crazy?
Wait,
That
did they
sounds
tell
like
the people they just fired
Yes.
to use Copilot to
Yes.
feel better?
yes. They told me to use.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
That's wild.
Yes,
That's
they
wild,
literally
bro.
did
That's
that.
crazy. Hey,
They
you know what? This
literally
would be
did
like,
that.
listen, in 3 years, Totoki will tell you if you feel bad about the way PlayStation is going, just buy that game on Xbox.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is
Yo, it's
wild,
funny.
bro.
No, Phil's gangster because, some of the people that got fired were the ones who made Indiana Jones, and they caught him
Yeah.
playing Indiana Jones DLC.
He was playing Indiana Jones.
Yeah, he was playing after.
Well, the people got laid off.
Do you know what he was doing? He wanted to roll credits just to make sure he didn't miss out on anyone to fire. He was like, hey, Alex. I didn't fire Alex. Get Alex through. Yeah, get him.
Phil's gangster. How you playing the game the people made that you just let go? Yo, that shit is wild. That dude didn't give no fucks. Yo.
For real.
Oh,
Man.
by the way, I would like to talk about this topic because I was very disappointed that Perfect Dark was cancelled.
One more super chat. Then we'll go to the next
One
topic.
more super
Glassdoor Gamer. Sega was a real gaming platform. Banging games. Xbox was a bunch of PC players that turned into dude bros and fell off. Same with their games. Yo, Glassdoor Gamer is crazy. Yo, I remember that dude bro gaming because of Xbox 360. Them shits were wild times, bro. Oh man, I forgot what they called the PlayStation guys. Japanese term. The Japanese centric game.
I wasn't around for that one.
Oh man, I forgot the name.
The Wii.
Chat, do you remember? Weebos. There you go.
Yeah, Weebos. Yeah.
Console War. It was so organic back then. It was very organic. Weebos. Oh man. All right, so what's the new topic?
No, it's not the new topic, it's the same topic. We just didn't get to everyone's
What's the same topic? Like
Perfect
how many
Dark.
times you gonna
you guys went on so many tangents. I've been waiting my time.
Perfect
by
Dark,
the way,
right.
Corey Massey wanted to get in on the podcast. Corey, you just said that I should tell Portorock. I'm telling him now. Okay? Corey Massey, reach out to Portorock.
We're about to close out the show. Now you tell me.
I don't know. Hey, listen, I tried to tell you before you were talking. You were talking. I just want to deliver the news. Okay? Listen, while he's trying to
hit me up on Twitter. We'll get you on next week. I promise, my boy. Hit me up on Twitter. You on.
Listen. I'm disappointed with Perfect Dark, okay? They showed us a gameplay presentation, and that was all smoke and mirrors. That's insane. They don't
lie, though. They can't lie.
That's true. That's true.
They lie.
That's
they didn't
true.
lie. According to Craig, they don't lie. I don't know what the fuck that was, but apparently that's not a lie.
Yeah. Anyways, before we end up, we have some good PlayStation news to talk about. So
the update from The Last of Us.
There's that, yeah. There's that.
But everybody's crying about it.
Why
are they crying over an update? Why are they crying over an update?
Yeah.
Wait, no. I said we got some things to talk about. I was
no.
celebrating.
He's saying that there's people out on Twitter
crying
that's
over
crying
an
over
update.
that free update.
Wait, they're crying over it?
Yeah. You know
why?
Who's asking for this? I mean,
you're just letting Sony fuck you over. I'm like, over a free update?
Right.
I didn't get that. Listen, there's a lot of shit Sony is with The Last of Us. I get it. But a free update? Like, it's just a patch.
Yeah.
They're crying over an update. Yeah, nah, that's grifting. That's some, like, they need some grift on that one. That's desperate grift. That's some desperation right there. Like, who's getting fucked that Naughty Dog is providing a free update to those who bought the game? Like, what? Like, what are we talking about? It's just an update. Ignore it. Like, nobody bought it. No one had to pay for it. It's, fuck, if you don't want to download it, deinstall the game. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, what? That's just stupid. That's dumb.
In case you don't know, it's you will be able to play The Last of Us Part 2 in a chronological order for people that like the emotional maturity to handle the story as it was originally intended. There we go. We had to add some sazon on it.
Now he put on some sauce.
Is that how you say it? Is this
sazon?
Yeah, there we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
Yeah, he put some sazon on that.
I'm around. You know, I know the people.
We know who you hang out with.
I know how to speak to them. There we go.
You know who you hang out with. You know who you be around.
You know who I hang out with.
Who you be around.
Yo, so listen, that's the update. But other good PlayStation news, Ghost of Yote is getting a state of play.
Oh,
state of play,
yeah.
For like 2 days or whatever.
Is it tomorrow? When is it? 2 days?
It's Thursday.
It's July 10th. It's July 10th.
20 minutes. I don't know if I want to watch it.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward.
That's a lot of content. 20 minutes of gameplay?
It's always been the way. Like the dedicated
but
I've always been around 20 minutes.
You can add some fluff in there. You can make that.
I think I might ignore it. Because I don't want to see that much.
You might go blank. Yeah, that makes sense. I can respect that.
Yeah, I'll play it. I mean, that's a lot.
I don't think
20
minutes.
minutes.
Spoil anything. I just like.
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm gonna play Claire Skewer instead.
Yeah, as you should be.
I'm lying. I'm playing Death Stranding. I'm playing Death Stranding.
I know. I hate you.
That game is insane. Yo, the game's insane, bro. Oh my god.
Yep.
Like, it's gonna give Claire Skewer a run for his money. It's not going to be an easy
That's the person that has a play.
Might be game of the year. You never know.
I don't give a damn. This is Kojima, bro. This dude does it, man.
Yo, one thing that I will say, I did not expect the flip around. The way that people are praising Death Stranding 2 after ridiculing Death Stranding 1 when it's the same fucking game. I'm like, I've never seen that happen.
It was always good.
I was the Lone Ranger. I was the Lone Ranger hyping up Death Stranding 1 because I've been saying that it's my top 5 game of all times ever in my life.
I see that.
I've played Obscure. I have it. I'm like fucking.
No. I'm saying you felt the same way as I feel about Clay Obscure.
Yeah.
There's people who
everybody was like, but it's a walking simulator. It's a FedEx simulator. And then right before Death Stranding 2 come out, people say, okay, I'm going to give it another try. And they give it another try and say, oh, this is the best game ever. And all I can do is just look with that tongue in cheek like, this motherfucker.
No. See, there's explanation. There's explanation. Mm-hmm. There's people who can instantly recognize Kojima's greatness. And then there's people who takes a little while. That's it. There's people who can instantly recognize.
Had to marinate for a few years.
Either people are already at the destination, or it's going to take you a little while to get to the destination. But make no mistake, there's only one destination. That's it. It just took people to get there.
It was actually, listen, I'm being honest. When the game came to Xbox, when it finally came to Xbox, even those Xbox gamers was like, wow, like they put some time and they were like, oh, this shit is fire. And I was like, oh shit. And then then everybody else started going back in there. The people who either bought it and they played it, they didn't want to put in the time to get past that hump. And then they finally did it. And then I was like, oh man, I'm just hooked. I can't stop playing. I was like, I tried to say that years ago, but I get it. I was number one. I did say this game is not for everybody because it's for me. It's not for everybody, but it's for me. Because Death Stranding 1, it takes you about 5 or 6 hours, before it opens up because it takes you through that struggle on purpose. And then, but once you hit that time and then you go over the mountains and the music start playing, then you're just fucking hooked. Then that's when you unlock the weapons and the cars and everything else. That's when the game just fully opens up. But
here's what I will say.
This game, part 2, what they did is they didn't make you wait like 5 or 6 hours to get to that point. They actually started out to do it. Go ahead.
I think that this Death Stranding 2 is a tectonic shift from Death Stranding 1. And I mean that literally. When they brought it over to Australia, well, there you go. There you go. Australia is better than America.
I saved the kangaroo.
Okay?
I saved the kangaroo.
That's what it is. That's what it is, okay? They brought it to the right continent, okay? All right, so there we go.
I always wondered why everybody would call Australia the butthole of the world. I never understood why.
No one has ever said that.
They haven't. Oh, no, I thought I heard that somewhere.
I heard it before.
I thought I heard that before. Because it's at the bottom of the world. It's on the back side of the world. It's on the back side of the world. It's at the bottom. It's literally like the
that's a huge butthole.
Australia's the ass crack of the planet.
Australia would never get invaded. Like nobody would want it. Like you would have to go way over there again on the other side of the planet and all at the very bottom. So I mean, but one of these days, I'm gonna have to come out there, man. I'm gonna have to fly down there.
Oh shit!
You should. You do know that Australia is like 80% the size of the US, right?
Yeah.
Australia, that's one big butthole.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Damn. Hey, and everybody only lives in this one small part of it.
We gotta do like an off-topic podcast because the shit y'all be saying is fucking hilarious outside of gaming. Oh man, I can't get that statement out of my head now. Australia's the ass crack of the planet.
Damn.
Get it ready.
Like I said, it's like 80% the size of the USA. Like this is a fucking big bubble.
I'm fucking dying, bro. Oh shit, yo, Jado.
Oh my God,
where you got that from? Australia's the bubble.
That's what I've heard. Every time I hear
everyone's been saying it, I'm like, what the fuck?
You know, Australia and New Zealand, the butthole of the world.
Oh shit,
Oh man,
that shit's
man.
funny.
That has
Can't,
never
no,
been
can't.
said once by anyone. Jesus
Wow,
But
Christ.
M, you wouldn't know
funny.
because you're way at the bottom of the
You're in
butthole
the
of the world. We're
crack.
everybody,
You're in
everybody
the
else
crack.
is. You know, we're about the
Everybody's
boobs,
outside the crack.
and you know what I'm saying. You know, we're way over here.
You have to leave the crack to understand you were in the
Yeah.
crack.
Yeah, yeah.
That is
Oh,
crazy
but
work.
another thing with Australia, man, is just, oh man, that another thing about Australia is just, I'll be honest, just scares me. It's just fucking.
Oh,
You guys
shit,
got
they just
fucking
going in
spiders.
Australia.
You guys
Oh,
got
shit,
spiders the size of
Oh, yeah,
fucking
man, y'all got-
cars. You guys
Yo.
got fish that just sits there and look like a rock. You step on it, you die. Like you guys got simple things that you got fucking kangaroos that just fucking come and attack you. You just got
You got
just
some
random
guns at
things.
Walmart. What the hell?
Yo, I'm sorry,
Well,
but at least
true.
you know.
That-
At least you
that
know
is
another
real
human.
Death
Yo,
Stranding
right there.
Yeah.
think about
Australia's the real
it. Why
Death
would
Stranding.
God
Yeah.
make a fish that looks like a rock and you step on it and
Exactly.
you instantly die? Like,
Yeah,
what is
that's
the
fucking
purpose
crazy.
behind that animal?
Crazy.
Yeah,
Other than to
Sell
fuck
shoes.
with you.
a fucking
Sell
spider
shoes.
you can barbecue. The
Hey,
spider the
listen,
size of
Jesus
a cow.
believed in
That makes no
sandals.
sense.
That's what happens. Jesus believed in sandals. You better wear the sandals to the beach.
Nah, we're going to the pool.
Yep. Listen, the most
That
deadliest
is
things in the
crazy work.
world come from Australia. That's just a
Oh,
fact. The
that
most
place, that place.
deadliest things,
You guys,
everything.
you guys have white people as police, please. You guys have the most deadly things on the planet.
Yeah, that's
At least I could.
touche.
At least I
Touche.
could talk to them. Hands
Yeah.
up, don't shoot.
And you know,
What the fuck am I
and
gonna
you
do
know-
with a rock?
Listen,
that
you
poisons
might,
me.
be, you might be light skinned enough, but I'm not getting a word in.
Yeah, shit.
I saw what happened to George Floyd.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of conversation you gonna have with a kangaroo that's ready to whoop your ass? Like you'll be like,
What kind of
"Hands up, don't
conversation are you
shoot."
gonna have with a
Bow.
cop that pulls you over for
Listen.
a broken
Like, shit,
taillight?
man. You know?
I wouldn't be shocked if you go to if in Australia have fucking dinosaurs. It's just a place where that fucking they just have everything, bro. They just have fucking everything.
He said that's just
It's like
Jurassic
fucking
World.
It is. It's like a
Jurassic
land that
Park,
was never touched throughout history. Like it was never touched, and it's just all original. You know what I'm saying? You know. But I you know, based on what I've seen, it's just beautiful countryside, beautiful stuff. It's just scary as fuck,
said-
man.
Oh man.
It's
He
just
said
scary.
Australia still hasn't
They
been
call it-
impacted
they
by
call
modern
it-
society. It is still in its
They-
original form.
Yeah, they call it fallout down under. Australia is the fallout down under.
Damn.
Yeah.
Actually, don't even know what to
But,
say. He's like, you know
Death
what?
Stranding
You
2,
guys.
better because it's from Australia.
Oh man.
That's the summary of that.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
and
I'm done.
you save a kangaroo. I saved multiple kangaroos.
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should. They're quite beautiful creatures.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh, someone in the chat says Florida is Australia's cousin. That's not a lie.
Yeah, he ain't lying. He ain't lying.
I don't,
Fucking
Oh,
alligators
man,
for pets.
You got
and-
alligators inside your pool. Like,
Yeah.
The fuck?
Oh hell no.
Yo, for
That's
real. It's
literally,
crazy.
yeah.
I see some.
Seriously.
Yeah. I've been watching
Alligators in your
videos of
backyard.
shit in Florida
Yeah.
because that's where my wife.
The-
she wants.
the old lady go
oh,
outside
yeah,
with a
that's how you guys
skillet.
are going.
You know, the
Nah,
old
for
lady,
real. I
yeah,
see dudes
the
they
old
put
lady.
alligators inside of garbage
It's,
dump.
yeah. Yep. The
Yeah.
trash can.
Oh my god! I'm like,
They put
oh,
alligators
my
in the
God.
trash can.
because they're in the
No,
house.
you
so they,
you don't
I'll show
fight
you.
kangaroos. You save them in Death Stranding 2. You don't fight them. You save them.
Listen. Hero Down Under. You can't fight kangaroos. You know you will lose.
Yeah.
Like those motherfuckers kick
They'll
hard.
cut you up. Yeah. And their nails, they'll cut you, slice you open, man.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
particularly great people.
Yeah.
But listen, best continent on the planet is Africa. Okay? Second best after that, probably something else. But third best is definitely Australia. Okay? There we go.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, that when you go to Australia, it's fucking beautiful in the game. But Mexico as well. You know, going into the
Doesn't-
desert and stuff like that. Oh man, it's crazy.
Jed, don't give me no spoilers, man, because I got the game.
No,
and
no
I
spoilers.
got the
No
game.
spoilers. I'm just
Oh,
saying it's beautiful.
Here, look at this.
I-
Austra-
That alligator is like, I beat that back on Tuesday. Like I can see where you live.
That alligator is still there.
Your rubbish and your
No, we do.
recycling beans.
We do.
That's
we
for
have
trash
a
and
separate
other
one
ones.
for
That both
recycling.
the second one.
How often
They're
do they
both the
get
same
picked up?
size.
Once a week?
Every 3 days. Well,
Why do you need that big?
Here, twice a week.
Yeah,
Twice a week.
Well, depend. Well, in my neighborhood, it was once a week
depends.
for each type. So one week, one day was recycles, and another day was garbage.
Yeah, here they come for recycles and trash.
Wait,
on
what do you mean once a
Wednesdays
week
to
for each type?
Saturdays?
So let's say for
sort
whatever.
them.
So where I have my house, Tuesdays was garbage, Wednesdays was recycles.
Every week.
Every week.
Yeah.
And they need to be that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy to you?
No, that's
it's normal for us.
M. Think about
How
it,
could you fill that up in a week?
bruh.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Oh fuck!
M,
Sometimes
how many people in your house,
I didn't.
man?
Sometimes I have bags outside of the thing.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Man?
Boxes, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
like boxes and everything.
All types of shit.
No, hold on. Do you know how much consumption you have to do? You need to fill up a can that big.
Damn, that's
we could do that shit like in 2 days. In 2 days,
yeah, I need 2 or 3 of them shits.
No, hold on. I'm not talking about the recycling. Like you buy a big TV box and there's lots of boxes around.
Like normal trash.
I'm talking about like food consumption.
Yes,
food, garbage, plastic. I mean, just normal. Yeah. Good for the motherfucker.
How do you fill that up in 1 week?
Oh,
It's
easy.
easy.
Like I said,
Cooking,
there are times, in my opinion, they didn't come enough because I will have like 2 or 3 more bags around it.
Yeah.
Cooking.
So we'll put the recycle out, the trash can out, and it'll be like 2 and 3 bags sitting next to it, and they got to take all that shit.
Yo, you're like crazy. That's insane.
What the fuck?
That's insane.
Like what? You have like one paper cup a day or some shit?
That thing looks about like at least 2 times bigger than my garbage bin.
Well, you know what? You guys have trash compactors over there, right?
No, we don't.
You don't? Oh, okay.
I
don't.
In the kitchen. Well, I had the kitchen sink one for the food.
Yeah, we have
yeah,
that.
no.
Actually, I think
Some
America's the only
places
place
they
that do
have
that.
compactors where you put the trash in and it squeezes it.
I
into
don't
the
have
No,
that.
we don't have that.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
How do you guys not fill up a fucking trash can? You
How
don't
do
order?
you
know?
Bruh, if you just order some
massive
pizza, like,
overconsumption, right? Like that's a huge problem.
Well,
man,
I don't know, man. That's just how we are. That's how we are. That's everything
I
big.
guess that's how it is up here.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
I know it's kind of weird. I know.
I'm looking like here.
But
That's
it's
like
true.
That's
It's
just normal. That's just
It's normal. That's what I say. It's the truth. It's normal.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Yeah, like
but
this
M,
is all
how many
normal
times
stuff.
a day do you eat, M? Let's say you eat.
No,
2,
hold
3
on.
times a day,
Some
like-
people are asking like that's the trash for the whole family. I know. I used to live in a big family, like 5 people, and yes, sometimes
This
we filled up
is how my
our
shit
bin,
looks.
but again, our bin is like
that's how
a third of the size of that bin.
My shit would look like this.
Small. Yeah.
My shit
Exactly.
would look like this, boy.
That's normal. That's normal with Puerto Rico putting that.
Yeah.
Yo, you see that
Yeah.
pink bin? That's about the size of my bin.
What the
You see the
fuck?
pink one there?
Bro, all you put in there is toilet
No,
paper. What
fuck.
the fuck?
That's my bathroom. That shit's in my bathroom.
For real.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
fuck?
Yeah, that's toilet, that's toilet paper can.
Is wrong with this continent, bro?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
fuck?
man.
I'll be
Wait,
taking out the
show me
trash
the
every 4
standard
hours.
size. Wait, show me the standard size of your beans. That's because that's insane.
We showed you the standard size of our bin.
No.
the
You know,
first one.
I'm gonna look this up
See,
because
in the
this
house,
is crazy.
in the
Hold on.
house, this is what
Hold
we have
on.
in the house.
I'm look
Yeah.
at it for volume. Okay, not in the house. I want to see
This is
like
what we have in
your-
the house.
Yeah, who cares about that? That's fine. What I'm talking
See,
about
in the
is
house, but
your
then you would
actual-
take it and dump it in
We
the
showed
bin.
you the one
Yeah,
you saw at
know how
first.
beans
That's
work.
our normal.
I'm saying, what is the size of Jesus Christ of municipal bins in Australia? I need to have this shit measured out
bro,
because that is insanely big. Okay,
Bruh.
so Jesus, where is it? I think it's 120 liters.
Oh, right here. Here's a measuring thing right here. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, look right there. Yeah, right there. That
Right there.
Can you put that in actual units for people that live in a country that use a good
gallons? You don't go by gallons when you do trash.
189 liters.
Yes.
Oh yeah, 8 liters. Oh yeah, you go by liters. Yeah. So this is.
So M using the goddamn 4-gallon trash can for the whole house.
Hold on. Mine is mine is 120.
Yours is 120?
In Australia, we use 120 liters. So again, that is
man, ours is
this guy's using the 4 liter trash can for his house. Like shit, that's a bathroom.
Yeah.
Real.
We use those little 2 to 6 gallon ones. That's right there. Those are like
I got this. So mine in the kitchen.
Mine in the bedroom.
Yeah, mine in the kitchen is this one. I got a couple of these bathrooms in the house, and then this is what's outside.
And when it's time to take trash out, you take all the bags out of all the trash cans and you put them in the
big one.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Way too much. That's disgusting,
bruh.
I mean, we go through a lot of food, man.
And then you have the recycling come by every week.
Bounty, like. I don't know.
Hey, Puerto Rock. M is like, damn, you guys have 2-ply toilet paper? You wasting.
Oh shit. Like
listen. If it's a quadruple ply, I don't even want to touch it.
Got a lot of shit. Maybe in America we do consume too much.
That's
I don't know.
A lot of plastics. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I'm disgusted. Your country is vile.
Well, man. We can agree. We can.
Let me show you something. You think that's bad? Let me show you something.
Right.
Yeah, something else. That'd be funny.
I'm gonna show you
he ain't seen the dumpsters in apartments and shit when that shit overflowing.
You ready? You ready to see something? You ready to see something? You ready to see something extreme? This is gonna blow your mind if you haven't already. This is normal in New York City. People put their trash out on the sidewalk for it to get collected. You literally walk down the street and see this.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You guys are a third world country with a Gucci belt. That's what you are.
You see that? This is normal in New York.
Third world country.
That is a lot of.
This is normal. You walk out and you lay your trash in front of the sidewalk for it to be collected.
Damn.
Like that in New York City.
Yeah, and you guys don't think that that's
problematic. And these trucks come, right? The garbage trucks. See, like here's even a better picture. This is exactly what happens. They come and they just grab it.
Do you know where the last time I saw those trucks at?
Where?
Back in Cameroon. That's you guys are having the literal third world country system.
Look at this. So that's no lie. See, the trash is on the side. They just come and grab it and throw it in there. Good paying job though. Look at this shit.
Man, that's just how we live.
You know what? I'm gonna send you a link so that people can see the beautiful system that we have in Australia. Okay.
Let me see.
Show me the
fucking link. Show me the link.
Listen, I'll send you the fucking link.
Let's see. I want to see.
Listen, you're gonna see how a proper civilized nation does it. Okay?
Civilized.
You can mute the video. You can mute the video. They don't. Just to make sure they don't play
it's
the sound.
What is this? Ride garbage trucks, red, green, yellow.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I want to see that.
You guys are about to get educated as to how you should be living.
Oh, that's different.
Let me see.
Dang, they got like machines. Look like they just pick it up. That's some high-tech shit.
Look at that shit. See how beautiful that is?
Oh, man, J-Dub.
They got us.
Man.
They got us. What is that?
They just picked that shit up with no effort.
They ain't got the dudes hanging out the back of the truck.
No, man. They ain't got the dudes hanging out. Oh, man, look at that.
That is crazy.
It's even placing it back.
man.
The garbage guys, they throw out shit. They throw out shit back on the ground.
That's in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Not one bit drops, too. Nothing's falling on the floor.
You know what I'm saying?
You see that shit? Yeah. You guys are backwards. You guys are third one.
Man.
What the fuck are y'all doing? Jesus Christ, y'all embarrassed.
Well, Em, to be fair, at least we don't have Kangaroo walking around kicking our trash.
No. Hey, by the way, if you go back to the start of the video, do you see those little red dots? That's my garbage bin. That's the garbage bin.
Yeah, those are smaller than ours.
Yeah,
They're smaller.
Oh, man.
And that is picked up every
what
week.
the fuck are we doing?
Man, no.
The crazy part is that they put the garbage can standing up. You know how dudes, they just throw it.
Yeah. And they drive on the wrong side of the street.
Half of the time, it also closes
on the wrong side of the street. He said they're driving on the wrong side of the street. What the hell is wrong with
It's
y'all?
working though. They got a good system though.
That guy's
Yeah,
chilling,
y'all could be embarrassed.
Oh, man.
That's
Look
dope.
at this.
That's kind of dope.
This ain't right. Oh, I thought he was gonna slam that shit on the car. I would have been like, oh shit.
So the green
Look how clean and orderly that is. Look at that shit. Look how
That's
beautiful
green
that
one.
system is.
That's green.
That is wild, bro.
Two trucks. That is dope.
It's just perfectly empty too. Ain't that some shit? Yo, J-Lo, we ain't got shit in this country.
But you know what, to be fair, we got 325 to 350 million people. They have, what, maybe 30? How many people you guys have in Australia? 20 million?
30.
30, yeah. So
you know what?
We have 300 times, you know.
If we had your amount of people, we would just have more trucks. That's what will happen, J-Dub.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's nothing to do. We just, civilized society.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Did you see that shit? That shit can pick up.
He said we would just have more trucks. that's what would happen. We need more trucks. Yo. Oh shit. Yo.
Did you see the way that it could pick up from half of the street away? That shit just pulls out as far as it needs to.
Oh man. I'm dying. My man said we would just have more trucks. That's funny.
Yo, J-Dub tried to cap for America the way he tried to cap for
I'm trying to figure out too. Yo, J-Dub, I don't have answers, bro. The only thing I got is we got better pizza.
Okay,
we got better pizza and better barbecue.
Everything else is better. Okay, fine. Y'all got the trash, right? Y'all win the trash wars.
Yeah, y'all win the trash wars. You got that shit. You got the trash can. I'll give you that one.
Listen, we clean over here.
I don't got answers.
You know what? You're not gonna walk by Melbourne.
No, you know why?
See trash on the street.
You know why? Y'all got a good trash system because nobody eats over there because the food sucks. So you ain't got that much trash.
Please,
oh damn.
Please.
Okay, there you go.
But that is true. We have way better food.
We
got way better food.
We have a lot of food.
We don't waste food. Okay,
and we only eat half of it.
Jump.
We only eat half of it because it's so big.
Yeah.
Right? yeah, that's it. We got real Texas BBQ.
Yeah. We got things called leftovers. You guys don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
God loves the leftovers.
In the bin. You feed in the beans. That's why the beans are so huge. Your beans are fat.
You got overweight bins. You got some fat bins. Put them shits on a diet.
Listen.
Shit.
As a student of history, I bet you one of the reasons that you guys are struggling so much with food waste is because your beans are too large. If that means your beans are small and svelte, you guys will shape up real quick.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Put beans in the gym.
I think Miami's gonna save us. Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh shit, this is Miami.
Searching for replies.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go, America. Look at that.
Okay.
Miami, baby. Miami,
Look at
Dade.
those fat ass beans.
So what?
Look
So
at those
what
fat
if the
ass
cops?
beans.
So what if the cops
There you
get
go.
you down?
There you go.
There you go.
There we
We
go.
don't care.
And
Who cares if the
and
who
it
cares
stood up
if
straight.
who cares if Florida's deploying all the Latinos? Look at the trucks. They're advanced. All right. All right.
Hey,
We don't
you
care if
guys
they
need
get
to be bin
deported.
shamed.
They voted for
You guys
this.
need to be bin shamed.
Yeah. Shout out to Brian East, man. Shout out to Brian East. He came in with the clutch. Yeah, so we got the same trucks and our food is better.
Facts.
Yeah, America, baby. Hell, you stole the idea from us. Yeah.
Facts.
Well, y'all cutting up over here.
Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. All right, let me finish up the rest of there. Glassdoor Gamer, the ass crack, Australia sits on the toilet. US. What the fuck? That's what the toilet.
Oh man, US is US
Toilet.
is oh man.
For people asking, the red color usually means that it's going to be your normal everyday garbage. The green color is usually like grass clippings and other things like that. And then yellow is the recycling. But different areas sometimes switch those up. Sometimes it's like blue, sometimes yellow means the other thing. It's whatever. But I try to standardize it across the entire thing so that you always know what you're doing. But you know what? Those bins happen everywhere, not just in one city.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have trash happening, Those trucks, they go everywhere, all over Australia, even remote. Okay? We don't have one city that is trying to
but that's
modernize
because we
itself.
have freedom. So some places choose not to have it.
Yeah, there we
you
go.
guys are forced to vote. You're forced to have the same trucks. You're forced to eat rum raisin ice cream. It's all fucked up. You got no freedom. You got no freedom. There's no freedom in Australia. Okay, no freedom. You're forced to have clean streets.
Okay, we don't have rats eating pizza.
What's wrong with you?
Well, that's because your kangaroo eat them. You know what I'm saying?
But at least we have a relationship with the rats. They stay in their place. They stay in the subways.
You have a relationship with the rats.
We're like, we keep it cordial. We keep it cordial. We have an understanding. We have a mutual understanding.
You have a plague stale. Is that what it is?
That's your plague stale. That's it. We have a mutual understanding.
Oh man.
He said plague stale.
That is crazy.
Glassdoor Gamer. He goes, M just realized how much Americans consume. Yo, we could consume the fuck out of something, bro.
Well, we are the largest consumers in the world.
Yeah, but that's gross. Did you see the size of those beans?
Gluttonous.
You could fit 2 of those beans in one of your beans. That's insane.
Gledzer, from Xbox to garbage bins. Nice transition.
Oh, M, I do got one question for you, M.
Yo,
what is your gross domestic product? What do you got? What does Australia do? What do you make? What do you do?
We export a lot of beef products.
Beef. Okay, so you got farms.
Yeah, a lot of beef. A lot of iron and steel.
Black Angus.
Our mining industry is also really big. Farming, a lot of farming things. So I would say probably iron, steel, like minerals and shit. And then their farm products. So that's probably where most of our things are. We don't export a lot of services, even though there's obviously some banking services that we do, and everything like that, but not as much as America. America is the bank.
America's a very service.
Yeah, service-based economy.
Yeah.
What is this going on here? Hey, Moore's Law is dead, explaining something about Xbox compatibility. Let's see what he said.
Now, what I will now say, though, is without showing the screenshots, I have a dev asking, I saw in screenshots, I should say, a dev asking Xbox for clarification on if there will be Xbox Ally X dev kits and also what they need to know about compatibility. And then the Xbox Outreach customer service person in this behind the scenes forum responded with these quotes. I'm quoting directly here, even if I'm not showing it. First quote. For the submission process, there are no changes planned at this point for the Xbox Ally X, by the way, since it is a PC device. There's a direct quote. They directly just call it a PC. They do not say it is an Xbox behind the scenes.
Can I get my flowers? Ladies and gentlemen in the chat.
PC device.
Yep.
PC
I heard that.
Second quote. I am not aware of any test
Wait, can you
device
get your
that will
flowers?
be available. No dev kits.
console.
Third quote. For
Dudes
older
went on a rant
UWP
for 2
projects,
weeks.
I'll
What
need to
Doc Dark
confirm.
at?
And
What Doc
long
Dark
story,
at?
I am
Motherfuckers
not
arguing. It's an Xbox. You PlayStation gamers
Yeah.
are stupid. Like, bro,
Yeah.
it's a PC. We've been telling y'all this. It's
Bruh.
Windows. Just because they slap a sticker on it, you know, just because you put a wig on a dude doesn't make him a chick. The hell's wrong with you? Oh shit. Oh, never mind. Oh
That's
man,
crazy.
I'm done. Oh, never mind. You know what? It's over. It's over. It's over. The CC, my blame, man,
shit.
with that transbox shit. This is your fault.
we
It's
gon-
over.
aware of
We
any
cut
test
that
device.
out. You know what I'm saying? On the
Yeah,
replay.
I gotta clip that
We gotta
shit
edit
out.
that out.
Oh
Yeah.
man, oh man, it's over. Oh man, Astro Cyborg got me. Oh man,
line.
That will be available.
line.
No dev kits. Not say it is an Xbox behind the scenes. Second quote. I am not aware of any test device that will be available. No
So it's
dev kits.
basically a PC.
Third quote. For older UWP
Same
projects, I'll
fucking
need to
raw gala
confirm.
that we've been
And
having for 2
long
years
story
now.
short,
Like,
without
it's-
showing or reading
That's what I
paragraphs of
say, these
info,
dudes, man,
this
are
is
getting
someone at
gaslit.
Microsoft, and I asked to
Microsoft
develop
gaslighting
projects.
dudes,
I'll need to
man.
That's a
It's
new
wrap.
code. That's a new code
Yeah.
for X.
Yeah.
That's a new code, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
confirm.
Shit's
and
over, man.
long story short, without
Ain't no
showing
coming
or
back.
reading
It's over.
paragraphs of info, this is someone at Microsoft, and I asked a developer contact of mine if I'm interpreting this correctly, and the person told me I am. Yet this to me suggests that with people at Xbox not bothering with dev kits or porting help for pre-Series S or Series X games, and then multiple devs also telling me that Xbox would breach contracts and open legal attacks up to themselves if they had an emulator on PC. And behind the scenes, Xbox is directly calling the Ally X a PC. They are not calling it an Xbox. They're saying, you don't need a dev kit. You don't need any of this. It's a PC. Don't worry. It's just running Windows. I have to take all of this together and warn Xbox users that unfortunately, if you want your games that aren't Play Anywhere to work on future Xbox consoles, the safest bet is to apparently buy them on Steam, like Colin and I were just suggesting in our conversation. Now, behind the scenes, Microsoft seems to frankly be very aloof and uncaring about what the hell happens to their Xbox fans and just kind of crossing their fingers, you know, and hoping they all migrate on Game Pass to PC and just buy it on Steam otherwise. And they don't care what happens to this catalog of games over the next decade as they stop making true consoles and just make PCs they call Xboxes. So now
That's crazy. That is crazy.
You also said that it was just PCs.
Hey, listen, man.
Gotta tell them.
I said the best version of it. These are transgender boxes.
Oh man,
that's what they are. That's what they are.
Glassdoor Gamer M, you realize now why they are the #1 economy. Inzer with the super chat from
because
Xbox. Oh yeah,
services?
we said from Xbox to garbage bins. Nice transition. And then finally, Galaxy Fur 4014. $2 super chat. We use the same type of garbage trucks here in Wisconsin. Oh shit, man! Yo, you losing, bro.
What do you mean?
Moon is gonna hover.
What do you
We're
mean?
gonna have trucks that hover without
they say that
tires.
nobody knows what they are. Those are the ones that say that they use them.
Listen, well,
Listen,
sorry,
nobody knows
that
what
garbage
Wisconsin
trucks isn't
is.
the highlight of America, and it is for Australia.
Listen, okay.
You
We
guys
have
are
very
recording
clean
garbage
streets.
trucks like
We
it's a
have very clean
parade.
streets. We have a clean street. We like clean streets. Okay, you need to clean your streets. New Yorkers, you should be embarrassed of yourselves. Get
That's why
that
I'm
mayor
not
to stop
moving
begging
back
cheeks and get you better garbage.
I'm not moving back
Handling
there.
services. Jesus Christ.
Oh man,
Yo,
this
it is hilarious that we spend more time talking about
Oh.
garbage bins than Xbox.
Yo,
J-Dub
Hey,
is
it's
right.
entertaining.
That
I'm
was a
intrigued.
fun
It's kind of the same
conversation.
thing. It's kind of the
I'm
same thing.
intrigued, man. I am very intrigued.
Garbage cans, Xbox, it's kind of the same thing. All right, let's do our outros. Let's get this push extreme.
Yo, people, I made videos down my channel. Go over there. You're gonna find things you love. PlayStation is dead. That was my last video. I stand by that. And if you want to know why, well, you've already heard it in this podcast. But if you want to hear it again, go over there, watch it again. There we go.
My Queens bro living in LA.
What up? Man, yo, Scream, I do want to say this to you. Your clip that you had, that Xbox, that PlayStation rant, that was clipped by everybody, bro. I mean, yeah, you
went around.
You doing big things with that one. Yeah.
You know the funny thing.
Your first love's game wore out.
Is, I didn't even think it was going to be that big a deal because I was like, I'm not going to buy another PlayStation, and people, I don't know what I said in that upset people, you know. But you know what's funny?
Everybody's mad at you.
People call you a corporate bootlicker for not wanting to buy their products. Like honestly, everyone is like, "Hey, vote with your wallet." Then you're like, "Okay, my wallet isn't voting for this." They're like, "How dare you?" And I'm like, "Wait, what the fuck?" Like,
yeah, I actually seen that post too. I actually commented under that one too.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, yo, so what am I supposed to do? Go along with what Sony wants every single time? Yeah. I don't know. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I don't know.
That's funny. Yeah, one thing that you learn, man, is guess what? You can't please everybody.
I bet I can please nobody. There was no one happy under that tweet.
There's no sense of trying. Right? There's no sense of trying.
Nobody was happy. Jesus Christ.
That was hilarious.
That was savage. Damn. If I cared. If I gave a single fuck, it really bothered me. But here we are.
And J-Dub, you got Death Stranding in your top 5 games of all time. Where's my Black Myth Wukong, brother?
Your Black Myth, I'm going to be honest. For me, again, it's personally for me, that should be like in the 200 range. You know what I'm saying?
In the clear obscure.
Damn.
Right? Good.
Listen. I'm gonna be honest. I got to see how many hours I'm into the obscure. I think I'm like maybe 20-ish something, right? I think.
Oh, you haven't finished it.
No, I haven't finished it.
I still need to finish it myself.
But I think it's a great game. But I also think, like, is this I kind of feel like, is this the first time people have played a turn-based game before? Because some of the things I'm hearing, it makes me think like dudes have just discovered fucking turn-based RPGs before. Like,
do you know what you sound like?
It could be
you
that
sound like
too.
a person that hasn't finished one of the greatest games of all time.
Well, no. Listen. This has nothing to do. Listen. It has nothing to do with the story or anything like that. I'm just going based on. Yet. Absolutely, and I don't have to tell you what I'm going to tell you. Without them, right? Because most of these games, especially with an RPG, right? Everything is about the story. Everything is about the story. But when dudes are talking about this game, the things they're talking about is only like it's nothing to do with the story. And so that's why
because they're respectful and they don't want you to spoil the game for you. That's what we are. We're a good fan base over here, Clay Obscure. Okay? That's what we are over here. Listen, J-Dub. Clay Obscure is better than Death Stranding 1. Definitely.
You know, and I'm not going to argue with it. You know,
if Death Stranding 1 is in your top 5,
it is.
Obscure is in your top 4.
Listen, it's lucky to be in my top 2.
I know how to do math.
You stretching it. You know what I'm saying? It's lucky to be in my top 2.
I know how to do math.
No, think about it. I'm not knocking the game at all. From what I played so far, I think it's a good game, right?
No. He says I'm not knocking the game. I know that it goes to the good game.
I'm not. I mean, what did I say that was negative? I didn't put it in my top 5. I mean, that don't have to be negative. It's not a negative
sublime thing. I need you to use the right adjectives, okay? There's more. They gave us all of these words for a reason.
You ain't feeling Souls-like games?
No. Wait, what?
Do you like Souls-like games?
I'm okay on Souls. Listen, I think
That's my
I've
favorite
beat like
genre. I think we got the
I
best
think
genre.
I've beat maybe 1 or 2 Souls, like Demon Souls. I've beat and
Classic.
you know what? I haven't even
Sekiro,
Sekiro.
Liza
Shadows
P.
died twice in Liza P. No, I didn't beat that. I bought it. I didn't
Yeah.
beat it. I'm maybe
Yo, you should play
15,
that,
20
bro.
hours in. But
Liza
but
P is fine.
Black Myth Wukong, I streamed the whole thing. I thought it was a great game. Again, it's not in my top 5, right? It's okay.
Right.
Like I've played. I think about it. I've been gaming since the NES. I've been gaming since the Atari 2600. So there's a lot of things. My number one game of all time is Zelda Ocarina of Time. That's number one, right? Followed by the Metal Gears, the God of Wars, and things. And then Death Stranding is solidly just stuck at like number 4 or 5.
Okay, so
Um,
this gen alone, forget the other gens. Let's just talk
Mhm.
about this gen. What's your best game this gen?
This gen, my number one game, my best game, man. I gotta go back and look. What is my besides? I mean, obviously Gran Turismo. Gran
You know,
Turismo
like,
7. My most played game, God of War Ragnarok.
okay.
Horizon Forbidden West and Horizon Burning Shores, obviously.
You may have to add Ghost of Yotai on there. That's gonna be fire too.
Well, yeah, but okay. So Ghost of Tsushima, that was last year. I had that on a PS5, on PS4 Pro. So I didn't even count that, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sink 50, 60 hours into Ghost of Yotai. I know I'm gonna get the platinum on it. I platinum Doom. I that was the last game I platinum a couple of weeks ago. I'm on Death Stranding 2 now, so obviously I'm like 25 hours, 26 hours in of Death Stranding 2. I'm gonna definitely get the platinum for that. So that'll hit me about 100 hours. What will be my number one for this gen? Just this gen alone.
So many good games. So
Man, it's so many good
it's fun to
games
think
from
about,
Astrobot to now hear me out. As much as I enjoyed Spider-Man 2, it's not in my top, like my top tier. I think it's a great game. It's just other games was before. Demon Souls, I probably have like the most out, and I'm not a Souls person. And that game kept my attention, and it kept me going back. I had so much, even just playing it again. Like the graphics are so beautiful, the gameplay is good, but I'm not really, I'm not one of those dudes that just likes torture. I don't like to torture myself. Yeah, that's but damn, I mean, Returnal, such a fucking great game. I can't wait for Sorrows. But this gen, I'm thinking of the games that they've released this gen.
Yeah, man, that requires some thinking. It's all good.
Yeah,
Maybe next week
you got to
you tell
think,
me what it
man.
is.
But pretty much all the
Yeah.
Sony first party games, I try to obviously complete those, beat those, definitely beat those, and but trying to put them in layers of which is which. Obviously, God of War is going to be my number one.
God of
My,
War was
my my persona was
phenomenal.
Kratos before Jada. It was Kratos, right? Um, so I don't know, man. Again, yeah, I can't. I'm not going to count all the remakes and remasters and shit because those are from last gen. So that's why I didn't kind of bring up any of the other stuff, but. Mm,
You got some good ones.
yeah,
Man.
that's. I mean,
And we even didn't get to Intergalactic or Wolverine yet. We don't even know how that's
no,
going to turn out.
those are my most like anticipated games.
Okay.
Obviously, whatever Corey Barlog is working on, over at Sony Santa Monica. We got Soros coming. Intergalactic. What else? I put it like this. At this point, there's more that's unknown than known. And so that can be a bad thing and that can be a good thing. It's been bad so far because we wanted to, we want the games to come, but it's a good thing because at least we know for the next 3 years, we finna get fucking just floored with it's like Christmas Day with all these first party games that's coming from the studios that have yet to release them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And now the Xbox guys can say the same.
They probably can. Yeah, absolutely. If it goes to their platform, absolutely. The same way we tease them about Gears and all of that stuff. Yeah.
But we don't want this shit. That's the problem.
Here we go. All right. We out of here. Anybody else with the outros?
Well, thanks for having me on. Man, I was like, man,
I'm glad you came through.
Yeah, like I said, I've been chiming in here. I've been chiming in here and there. I was like, man, but man, y'all like family. I'm definitely dig.
Oh, your family now. You got 1,000 platinums.
I'm almost there. I'm like 8 away.
Your family.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that done by the end of the week.
You will love Jay Barry.
Wait, 8 platinums by the end of the week.
Respects.
I'm trying, bro.
hey, speaking of that, has anybody heard from Persona and Jay Barry?
I mean, we heard from Jay Barry. He put a video out on his channel. You don't subscribe, J Dot?
No, I do. I'm talking about no, but like because like
so here's the thing with Persona. He's been saying, even on his channel, and he even left a goodbye message on Twitter. That's what's funny. But he's been saying on every WAP's broadcast that after the 200 episode, he's going to completely just be done with gaming content creation. He has other goals to focus on. But he's done just with gaming content creation, period. Whether it's Twitter, YouTube, he's just out of it. He has other goals that he's just going to focus more on. That was always the thing.
It's just
then he said then he said his goodbye message. He literally posted his goodbye message.
I didn't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Left it a day. He left it on for a day, and then he just shut his channel down.
It's just going to be. It's just going to be weird not seeing those guys for the state of plays and stuff. Because I usually when state of plays go up, whatever, I usually go on their channel and watch and stuff like that. It's just going to be. Now I knew that was winding down the. What's up, PlayStation? Yeah, the WAPs. I knew they was winding that down, but I didn't think that they were actually like just going to leave Twitter and stuff because it's like, hey, we got Ghost of Yotai. They were asking for this, right? And now it's here. I know they're going to watch it on their own personal.
Barry's leaving Twitter. But Persona's doing like dropping it all, like all of it.
Yeah.
I know everything.
Well, good.
He's dropping it all.
If
Barry's just going to stick with his YouTube channel. He's not going to deal with the Twitter stuff no more.
Okay.
He's just gonna do everything through. So if you're like you can hit up Barry. I think he already. In fact, I'm looking at his channel now. He has his thing scheduled for the state of play.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah. So Barry's out of the Twitter space also.
Okay.
There's just too many fake people,
Barry, man.
Just too many fake people, which I get it. He doesn't like. He got over the bullshit, like the shit talking. He's just me. I love it. I revel in it. I love to see pain.
Yeah.
Right. Any chance we can get
right. That's why I said earlier, bro, we've been in the trenches for a long time.
Y'all guys recommend people that know goddamn well they don't fuck with me. You should know Boomstick don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm just saying, you gave him props.
Listen, but it ain't me. It's it. You think Boomstick's gonna come on my show?
Yeah,
he may. Yeah. Go ahead. He may turn another leaf, Rock. If y'all just keep it gaming, he'll probably.
Listen, you know what? How about this? You ask him for me. Obviously, I'm not going to say no. We'll see. Go on his live show, go in the chat, and ask him. Let's see what
he does come by, you know who you should invite to the night?
He'll block your ass from his channel.
Okay?
We're not doing that, dog.
Australia.
Yeah.
I'm not saying who it has to be.
No.
But it should be.
No. We're not inviting anybody from the butt crack of the world.
Oh wow.
The toilet's bad enough. The toilet is full enough. The toilet is full enough. The toilet is full enough. We ain't got price.
Man.
All right, people. Hey, you already heard this YouTube Street Porter Rock 77. Thanks for rocking out with the crew. This was an enjoyable show. I will see you guys this Friday. Hopefully this Friday I'll have the bot father, Z, the one who started it all. You know what I'm saying? Last week he had a dip out. He wasn't able to make it, but we'll do the makeup with him. If not, then this Friday will be another disagreement day. But most likely we'll be on and we'll be able to rock out this Friday. So I'll see you guys this Friday, 8:30. And hey, thank you for rocking. Your only friend is YouTube Streets Porter Rock 77. And of course, team mayor of the biggest crack on the planet. You guys take care. Peace.